I heard you just then.
Yeah, no, sorry. I hit something and it made it so I couldn't talk.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, restart video. All right. When last we left off, y'all had been invited to the Emperor's ball and dressed up, got all gussied up in order to attend. You had already passed beyond the introductions. Rivo electing to hang out with the Emperor, Clementine hanging out with Gunnar and some of the progressives, Halt hanging out with Vendrez, and Salandra hanging out with her half sister. And
Lucky me.
Oh boy, somebody had to draw the short straw. And all of you had experiences ranging from absolutely nothing to totally menacing to quite helpful, actually.
To psychopathic and vaguely incestuous.
I was gonna say that was what I was going for with menacing.
Oh, yeah.
I feel totally menaced. I'm not turned on at all. Anyway, so it is time for the first dance. Who wants to participate or do what in the first dance? Do any of you want to switch the person that you're interacting with? Also, you guys can totally like team up. There's no reason that you all can't hang out with Selena. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can.
No, I'm
So
sticking with Vendrace.
Selena has given me the impression that she has information that she wants to give me, but she wants to torture me first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'll do the dance.
Are you dancing with her or are you dancing with somebody else?
I'll dance with her.
Okay, all right. She
See how that
seems
goes.
overjoyed.
Ah!
God damn it. Clementine kicking it old school.
Is that Pigpen?
Yeah.
No, that is not Pigpen. He's not producing enough dust.
I mean, they may not have done the dust because they wanted it to be transparent.
That's fair. Rivo, the Emperor is not dancing. If you want to stick around with the Emperor, he's got something he wants to tell you. So Clementine, are you gonna hang out with Gunnar and his crew?
Yes. I don't know if they're the dancing type, but...
Gunnar looks between... God damn it. Gunnar looks to his two attendants, and they all exchange a sort of awkward glance. And, the woman speaks up. I don't remember which of them is supposed to be mute or deaf, but executive decision. She is deaf, he is mute. That would explain why he gave you an awkward expression instead of asking, "Is this enough money?" when he handed Salandra those astral diamonds years ago. In any event, they exchange a glance amongst each other, and they look at you, Clementine, and they just say, "We have agreed that we would like to dance with you, but we don't know which of us should do it."
If it makes you feel any better, I'm probably not a very good dancer, so we can all just hold hands and frolic in a circle.
They all think that's kind of silly, but Gunnar speaks up. "No, seriously. Pick which one of us you'd like to dance with."
It's not 270.
Clementine steps up to the woman, because she's predictable.
Fair enough. She
Holds out her hand.
She arches an eyebrow and takes your hand and takes you out to dance. And she just comments, "Okay, if you want to speak with me, make sure that you're looking at me. Otherwise, I can't read your lips, okay?"
She kind of cranes her head back to look up. Got it.
Would you like to be bigger for this?
That might be easier.
She works a spell, and you are suddenly human-sized.
Thank you.
It is awkward.
Do
Your clothes barely fit.
you want me to tap the rhythm?
Yes, please. I can't.
Okay.
Thank you. You're so conscientious. After a little bit of awkward beginnings, Clementine, make a perform dance check.
What if I don't have perform dance?
Then you're
Flat
rolling
dex?
straight charisma, actually.
Straight charisma. A 4.
Oh boy. I am going to chalk this up to you, Clementine. You being pretty flustered. She is not a fantastic dancer, but she is very pretty, and she is dancing very well. I'm going to assume that you are distracted.
I mean, I could barely dance to begin with. Anything that's not just like, silly dances. And she's so pretty, and I'm suddenly so tall and awkward. This is so weird. She's so pretty. Oh my god.
She's doing a very good job of making you not look totally stupid. Meanwhile, Halt.
Yes.
So you're out there dancing with Vindrez.
Yes.
The tempo is kicking up. Things are getting a little hot and heavy. How do you feel about that?
Wow.
I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Okay, all right. What is occurring is vaguely seductive, but as usual when it comes to seduction, it's not clear with who is seducing whom. More so than that, you're not certain. Make a either sense motive or like knowledge history check.
Sense motive. A 12.
12. You get the distinct impression that maybe this has more to do with the song than it has to do with you. That being said, she's putting a lot into this. There's not full-on grinding happening, but she is. There are parts where she is hanging off of you. Also, make a charisma check.
All right.
Or perform dance if you have it.
I know you don't have it.
Fuck.
Yeah, you know I don't have it, but I think I did okay with a 16.
You did pretty good.
Okay.
You definitely keep up with Vindrez. And, everyone else seems to be getting a little hot under the collar as well. So, and whatever.
Isn't that stupid bump and grind song, I hope?
No, it's not. It's... The music is getting... It is... I can only describe the music as, literally fiery. Flaming crackles are being used as affect in the, undertone of the song that is being played by the band, ? There don't seem
Is
to be
there a
any
band
musicians
present?
around.
No?
There don't seem to be any musicians, but music is being played.
At least I didn't make a fool of myself, which is important for both of our sakes.
very important. Meanwhile, Rivo, the Emperor wants to have a word with you. Most of the hangers-on have departed to go hit the dance floor, and the Emperor's like, "Oh no, go on without me. I have 2 left feet. I'm floating in a chair. What the fuck do you want from me?"
So I assume he kind of gives me a nod and raises a digit and gestures me over.
Yep.
So I will glide over and bend in air while keeping an eye on the crowd.
So Rivo, that little one among you with the green hair, Clementine, right?
Yes, your grace.
She mentioned something about being the scion of Dogo. Do you know what she's talking about?
Sense motive.
Roll it.
I want to see if has any bad intent. Is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a 19.
All right. You're not so sure about his intent, but having spent a lot of time with Connor, you know the sound, you know the tone of voice someone makes when they're asking a question they already know the answer to.
It's kind of I don't know. Kind of says it all. It's self-apparent, isn't it?
Not necessarily. What if I told you that I had been a scion as well? What if I told you that she wasn't the only one? Not even, I don't mean the only scion, period. I meant, what if I told you that she wasn't the only scion of Dogo?
I'm not a big thinker. These are gods we're talking about. They built the place so they can talk to as many fools as I think they want to talk to.
Okay. But here's where things get difficult. Pardon my obfuscation. I can tell that each of you is a scion already. Her confession caused me to look a little bit deeper into your genealogical records. Now, what if I told you? I know that you're a scion of Marduk. What if I told you that there was another scion of Marduk at this ball, and that she opposes you all?
I don't know. I've always assumed they had their reasons for picking who they did. If this is a game where they're all backing multiple horses just to see what happens for the fun of it, might piss me off a little. Then I can't tell you what I might do.
Understood.
I'm not a calm guy.
I know the feeling. I used to be a Hellion in my youth as well. It's time for the final piece of information. But unfortunately, before he's able to tell it, the second dance begins. But let's move on to Salandra. Salandra, we're going back in time. So you're dancing with Selena. As I said, things are getting hot and heavy. I'm gonna need a perform dance or charisma roll.
Slander has a good perform dance.
I always
20.
forget that.
25.
Selena also has a very good perform dance. She has taken the lead and is dancing circles around you.
Okay.
Despite
That's annoying.
sorry.
I am doing the tricks I had discussed in terms of the use of prestidigitation.
Absolutely. We'll say that adds a +2. Everything's worth at least a +2. I think her roll is somewhere in the 40s.
Jesus.
Sorry. Okay, so when I have characters, I just put all of as many skill points as they can have ranks and a set number of skills, and Perform Dance was one of them. So she has 18 ranks in Perform Dance with a +3 trained bonus and a +5 ability score bonus.
Christ.
She's got a 20 charisma. Crap.
I've got some bad news, guys. So yes, she also rolled very well. She is dancing up a storm, and I don't know if you had any intention on being seduced, but it's happening. Slowly but surely. Her grace is undeniable. All right, sister. I think it's time for the first part of my little game, okay?
Oh, fuck. All right. Your game, oh bitchy little one.
All right, then. I want you... And, like, she is, like, whirling around you and pointing things out and whispering in your ear everything that she says. Like, in time with the music, leaning in to speak, and then backing away to leave you, tingling in anticipation.
Can I make a sense motive for the haze of, like, incestuous lust?
You may!
Oh.
Ooh! Fun fact, Selena does not have a very good bluff score. You realize that you figure out pretty easily that she is not actually attracted to you. She is just putting on this act. Her attraction towards you is an act. To get you to do what, you don't exactly understand.
Okay. So Solandra's going to start thinking about about Gadra being a vampire, and about her time in her youth after she was kidnapped and made into a slave. So she's going to think about those things, and she's going to think about District 6 and Connor.
Got it.
All sorts of very cheerful thoughts.
All sorts of wonderful things. Just, naked grandma in the shower. Anything it takes.
Yep.
She points you in the direction of another elf who is enjoying some of the refreshments, chatting drolly with a few other gauche friends. And she says, that is... man, I'm trying to think. That is the dignitary Czar. I want you to take him aside and have sex with him.
And what the fuck do I get out of this?
That gets you to step 2. And when you finish step 3, I'll tell you everything you want to know about Daskius, where he is and what he has planned this evening.
I'll tell you what. Tell me what step 2 is now, and I'll do it.
Oh, no. It's not time for step 2 yet. It's alright, you can't do it right now.
What does this elf look like?
This elf is, like, rather portly for an elf. He is a hollow-eyed, sort of, like, he kind of wears his hedonism on his sleeve. Like, he is drinking up a storm, and you get the distinct impression that what he is drinking is alcohol and not synthahol. He's got purple hair, and he's just like, well, I don't think that that's a very interesting thing to do. He's got this, like, he is probably the most boring hedonist you've ever seen. He's reached that level of, like, hedonism bot where, like, he is, like, so far down the depravity hole that, like, nothing interests him anymore.
Selena, something very interesting. I get the impression that you really, really, really want to tell me. You really want to get to step 3, but you want to make me jump through the hoops for it. But the thing is, I'm not sure if there's any point in that for me, because you want to tell me anyway. So why the fuck should I jump through your hoops?
Well, you see, I'm torn. I'm torn between wanting you to jump through all these hoops, and I'm definitely torn between wanting to tell you what Daddy has planned. But I think it's more fun to make you do these things in order to help you get what you want than it is for me to stop him from getting what he wants.
I'm trying to parse that last statement. Can you repeat that?
He is saying... She is saying that you're correct in assessing that she definitely wants to tell you what's going on, but she would rather... It is more fun to watch you jump through these hoops than it is to simply give away the game. More so than that, forcing you to jump through the hoops and then ruin her father's plans, that's a 2-for-1. She'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And she knows you want to ruin what he's got planned.
So, does my sense motive still work on her, or do I need to make an...
You can ask me questions, and I will tell you the answers to those questions. She rolled very poorly, and you rolled very well, so... if you ask the right questions, I'll let you know important information. If you ask the wrong questions, eat a million dicks. That's not my responsibility.
Will she, if I don't jump through her hoops, will she still tell me? Is she that, and will she, is there any give on that?
If you don't like the hoops that she makes you jump through, you could find hoops that are, you could find flaming hoops that are less on fire. You could probably talk her down on a few things or change what she wants you to do, but she's definitely not gonna tell you what it is out of hand because she wants to watch you suffer and squirm. And you also get the impression she wants you to watch you suffer and squirm because she didn't get the opportunity to do that to you at Armstrong.
And you also remember our stories. You're pretty freaking smart about how she basically wanted us to acquiesce to her.
To her games, yeah.
Yeah.
Understood.
Which I didn't.
You didn't.
How bad, how important is what Daski is doing?
You can tell that it is deathly important. She knows that you wouldn't jump through these hoops for anything less than total control, total information control, to thwart what is certainly a dastardly plan. And you can tell that with so many chosen concentrated in one area, security is low. Everyone's getting drunk, people are dancing, people are really cutting loose. And this is a society that's predicated on guesstimating politics, acquiring secrets, and spending them in exchange for more information. And on one hand, that in certain corners of that industry that's slowed to a standstill, and in other aspects of that industry, things are moving so quickly they're impossible to predict.
I'm scanning the crowd quickly. Do I see anyone who, from what I've seen of Selena, she would probably find unattractive, but not necessarily un-Salandra's type. Male or female, doesn't matter,
Right.
but kind of geeky and awkward.
Oh, you fucker.
Unfortunately,
I will not.
your mind immediately turns to, oh, hey, you know what? I could probably do some sort of weird voyeurism exhibitionism thing with Grub, and that would probably That'd probably tickle this particular nerve, but he's nowhere to be seen. That being said, you do find some like incredibly nervous Nellie who is pouring herself a drink alone off somewhere as she pushes her glasses up, and you're not certain exactly what sort of science department she's in, but she's obviously completely out of her depth here.
I really don't want to get into diseases. What about that one over there? I think I can. How many times would I need to make her come to make you happy?
I'm gonna say 2, and she holds up a little amulet that has a little eyeball at the end, and she's like, "Don't worry, I'll be watching."
All right. Salandra, having her usual grace and charm, will probably not use necessarily the most subtlety in her approach.
Grab her by the collar and drag her into a bathroom?
Pretty much walk over to her, give her a very deep kiss, assess her level of responsiveness.
She's not unresponsive, but she's completely baffled and confused. She's like, it's not that I don't want this, it's that I don't know why it's happening.
And then I'll drag her up.
Okay. I've got to let you know that what occurs in this restroom is a sexual disaster. Like, there is a whole lot of incredibly awkward fumbling. It would be endearing if it weren't so sad.
Well,
she seems completely inexperienced. How do you try to handle this?
Jeez. Now I feel guilty. Fuck. Then Selena's gonna see it.
Oh, Selena's watching right now.
I know. That's what I mean. Selena's gonna see it. I am not gonna let her do anything. I'm gonna let her be essentially as passive as possible and do all the work.
Okay. You have correctly assessed that, like, her interaction is really what's making this difficult, and you're like, okay, lie there, have fun.
I believe the scene needs much more detail.
Should I link my commission prices in the description?
Heyo!
Heyo!
Hey, papi!
I'm only mildly joking.
So I do have my scarf, so yeah, we can like make sure her limbs aren't flailing around during this. And
that is almost certainly for the best. So you tie this woman up. You have I don't want to say a good time. I don't even want to say an okay time. Like, this is clearly on the downturn in terms of Salandra's sexual experiences. I'm going to say this is a solid, 3 out of 10.
Jeez, and Salandra's she sleeps with Grub.
Exactly. And, Grub is, just a notch above. And that's only because, he is trying. You are carrying this sexual encounter on your shoulders. You're carrying it so hard that, your lips hurt. Your tongue hurts. And yet still, it's just, oh god, what a disaster. That being said, so you finish things up in here, and you get you hear a whisper on the wind, and it's Selena's voice, and she says, "Ooh, leave her there."
I recollect my articles of my clothing that I have been using for bondage, and I will give her a little kiss on the head, and go off towards to Selena.
Selena reiterates, no, leave her tied up. A literal
annoying.
prisoner of her own desire.
Is the anti-magic work here in this?
It seems as if the magical concentration is making it work less. Like, she's able to use that sort of scrying sensor.
I give the girl a kiss, and I cast Slumber on her.
You definitely get a, aw, boo-hoo. Well, I guess you still win.
I'll go back to Selena.
She's looking at you, like, obviously disappointed. She's like, fine. You passed step 1. Nice work, sister.
Well, you're a bastard, but
I can't fault you for being technically correct, which Father tells me is the most important correct of all.
yes, that was intentional on Slander's part too. So
Now then, it is time for the second dance. So as the tune changes, Holt, I got some bad news.
Oh, what kind of bad news?
Vendrez is like, I'm sorry, Holt, I need to go dance with Father.
All right. Of course, I let her go.
And Rivo, the Emperor was about to tell you who the other scion of Marduk is, but Vendrez walks up and he's like, oh, hello, my dear. And she says, Father, may I have this dance? And, like, he looks at Rivo, and he looks at Vendrez, and he smiles at Vendrez, and he says, absolutely. As if to say, oh shit, I really need to tell Rivo this thing, but I can't decline my daughter's hand in this dance on this very important night.
So does he like just buzz his little hovercraft over and dance in that?
Yes, it's kind of sad.
Okay, and in the back channel,
like he obviously doesn't have any moves, and it's just sort of like a slow dance, a slow waltz.
no, I
know.
asked.
You guys are getting no responses right now. The gods have gone silent since you arrived.
So I'm alone with my key.
You don't have the key yet.
No, but I'm standing next to it and I can look at it.
He's in his throne, so it moves with him.
Oh fuck! I thought it was part of the throne room. I didn't know it was in his fucking chair.
Yeah, it's part of the throne room as insofar as it's part of the throne. It is part of the chair. It seems to be an actual functioning part of the chair, no less.
Oh
Hey.
fuck!
That key, is that newer looking than the others? I mean, the others you said were kind of like decayed anti-key-through mechanism looking things.
This one doesn't seem to be newer, but it does seem to be in much better repair.
Okay.
You get the distinct impression that's simply because, like, it's been cared for over the generations, where one was hidden, the other one was used to try to suppress a curse, and the last one was, like, forgotten in a fortress infested with mind flayer bullshit. Anything would suffer some wear and tear in those situations. Oh, what? What's that? The sound of suffering on the horizon? Oh, do I hear it? Is it so sweet?
You do.
Ooh!
I'm wise to your schemes, Reynolds.
Alas, pardon me while I moonwalk out of the room to urinate. Talk amongst yourselves.
Motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
He's gonna make me hurt the old guy who I like to get the fucking key. That son of a bitch.
That thing's powering his life support. I will bet money on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would give you that? Given
Because
that
it's Reynolds.
I am being sarcastic again.
Oh. Sorry, I've been reviewing a lot of
So how the
German
fuck?
vocabulary.
So how the fuck am I supposed to resolve this as a lawful good?
You're lawful good now?
You're lawful good.
You're lawful good. Congratulations!
No, but
Hey!
I'm supposed to be.
Oh, well, you
Well,
let.
that's what Marduk is, and I can't do anything with him. Hey, thanks for my awesome Indian food.
Honestly, we're gonna
mean-
cross this bridge when we get to it.
Bye,
Wow,
darling.
that worked so well for.
This isn't something that we're gonna be able to resolve right now. At least I'm hoping not.
You don't know when Ronald is expecting us to resolve it, so.
That's true. That's true. That's a very good point. But what I'm saying is, as far as morality goes,
And most
I'm
likely
the
he's
farthest
gonna,
down on that spectrum. So
I'm gonna try to finish the fireball by then.
he's gonna make the timetable ugly, right? So
What
the
are we
thing
doing?
is,
What are we talking about?
shut up,
You.
Reynolds.
I was saying you're gonna make the timetable for us.
I said
Another-
you're the son of a bitch I was talking about.
What timetable am I gonna make hard on you?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
All of them. How
Nothing.
many do we have now?
Tra la la.
La la la.
All right. So
So I will I'll go back to Selena. I will flick my finger in her direction, in the direction of her face, if possible.
mhm.
So what's next, sister?
Sorry, I have to do Clementine first.
Oh, sorry.
So, Clementine, you do a fantastic dance with one of Gunner's attendants. And she, after the dance, you return back to your normal dimensions. Oh god, it feels so great to be small again.
Missed being small. I give her a little bow. Thank you.
She gives you a great bow. Actually, I don't want to seem too forward, but, you're really cute.
Some grins.
I was wondering if you would be willing to join Brynyor and I for a little get-together in our chambers.
Oh. I'm not wearing my fucking cape. I need to make a will save real fast.
But careful, Clem. Careful.
Okay.
Don't be careful.
Does Clementine need to make saves anytime proposition, sir?
Only
I
if they're
mean-
really cute and respectful.
Ah, okay.
God, she's so cute and she's so respectful.
She will just snuff out the newborn flame of Rivo's interest.
I know.
Well, if it
I
was
know.
that fragile to begin
Like
with, then maybe it deserves to be snuffed out.
Oh,
God
damn!
damn it, Cat.
Oh,
Whatever, slut.
oh, snap!
Would you? The tea is boiling hot tonight.
I actually made quite a good will save.
Wow. Can't relate.
Thank you.
But then, let's up the ante. Before you finish that sentence, a little buzz comes over your comm. Hey, Clem. I
Yeah?
think I found it.
Oh fuck.
Suffering.
Suffer!
I'm sorry. That sounds really fun. But I can't.
She looks at you like not totally crushed, like, you know, she's an adult, she can handle rejection, but like, you know, even when you're an adult and you can handle rejection, when you're like, oh
Still
man,
hurts.
this is going real good. Do you want to come up to my place and get some coffee? Nah, shit, I can't. I got a quiz tomorrow. Fuck!
The right answer was, "Can I bring my friend?"
I mean, 2 and 2, that makes sense.
Can I bring
Double
my
dang.
friend and his weird science device? And
Oh,
like,
you guys supposed to be different friends.
Not that friend. I think that those.
Now she's talking about Grub.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, if Grub ends up getting more action than any other male around, it'd be interesting.
I'm
That's
too
gonna-
I'll fist fight
confused.
him.
Holt's a tough act to follow.
Holt is a tough act to follow.
I'm in a league of my own. It wouldn't be fair.
Holt has left a trail of sperm across the continent.
I mean,
He has like
Ho- ho-
27
ho-
kids.
Holt is
To be fair, one of
possibly.
27.
Well, I mean, only one of them's a human, one of them's a bastard he doesn't know about yet, and 25 are Medusas.
Yeah. So.
Oh, it was a large batch. He
Yeah.
didn't make a. I thought he made a deposit in the.
The district
In
force
the- in-
sperm bank.
of the World
Yeah,
Bazaar.
yes, yes.
You can get anything in the World Bazaar.
You can.
How much is Holt sperm?
I mean, Holt,
I-
you have occasionally had nightmares. There have been rumors of men who proclaim that their seed has been stolen in the night.
so Holt is basically someone who much harem style fantasy.
I mean,
Sort of, except
Yeah.
it's all awful.
not all awful. I mean, like silver linings.
On your knees, Holt. Anyway,
Is that a bad thing?
only if you want to be at the behest of a Medusa who does not have your best interests at heart.
Meh. As long as I'm the scion of the god that she serves, I think I'm pretty safe.
You're not the only one.
Chiwaniwanga solo. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm having too much fun. Jabba the Hutting all over the place.
That was good.
All right,
Understandable.
understandable. Have a nice night, Clementine. So you reject. You don't know her name.
Bless you.
You only know Brynjolf. Do you follow Grub's trail to find the thingy?
Yes, but I'm going to take a detour and swing by Rye.
Sounds good. Rivo, you're not really doing anything during the second dance. You're sort of transfixed by the gear, unless there's something else you would like to do.
No, he's definitely like, fuck. So he sees Clem approach and actually looks relieved.
Hey, Grub thinks he found the thing I'm looking for, so cover for me and I'll be back, okay?
Yeah. Wait, come here, Clem.
Yeah.
We're not the only ones.
What?
He bends over and whispers, "There are the fucking scions of the same gods here."
Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, shit. Fuck, I shouldn't have said anything. Jesus. Oh. Okay. Fuck. Alright, I'll try and be back as soon as I can. Be careful, okay?
You can see like the percolation. You don't know whether leaving Rival alone is a good idea. So make your choice.
Choose the form of your destroyer.
You see a dog leash that needs to be grasped.
Unless you want to come with.
I have to watch him.
Alright. Keep an eye on the other two, okay?
I have a feeling I'm uncovering the plot to assassinate the Emperor, but that's we'll see.
Hooey. All right. So Salandra, no, we'll move to Salandra in a bit. So Clem, you talked to Rivo. Are you prepared to go into the bowels of the chosen city?
Yeah.
Do you take Toby with you?
Bowels. Yes, of course.
Oh,
Actually,
boy.
no. I leave Toby with Rye.
Fair enough.
An emotional support animal.
Exactly.
It's important.
I'm calmer already.
Toby looks at you, Rivo. You get one sort of like, I'm trying to think. You get some sort of rebellious gleam in your eye, and Toby just goes, "Rah!" And you're like, I can't. I'm gonna have to have a especially good reason to do something disruptive or horrible, or else Toby will be disappointed in me. And I mean,
Can't have that.
there are some things that are definitely worth Toby's disappointment. In any event, Clem, you follow the breadcrumb trail to Grub's location, and like, it's weird. The breadcrumbs are leading you to like disused stairwells. Eventually, you go down to a different area. That's not a sexual thing in any way. Nope, the hammer is not my penis. The parts of the bowels that you're going to are sort of in disuse, and they start looking more like a fucked up Fallout bunker more so than anything, like wrenched metal, forgotten just like forgotten passageways fallen to disuse and disrepair. Hissing steam, pale lights, bizarre scrabbling noises in the dark that you cannot identify nor place. And as you get even deeper down, what you find is more pristine than was the level you started on. Blank, pure white. Polished steel ladders. And as you go further and further down, you find a series of security doors that seem to have been tampered with in some way as to permit passage. Grub's work, no doubt. But what you come to, we'll get to that later. So, Rivo, Holt, your eyes are naturally drawn to Vindrez and Aspartine whirling around, having what is just like a completely innocent father-daughter dance. You get the distinct impression like this is something that like doesn't get to happen a lot, and
God bless you.
quite
Bless you.
possibly may never happen again.
Are they the only ones on the dance floor?
As soon as they join, like everyone else just sort of backs away. That being said,
Together now?
Rivo, Holt, give me some sense motive rolls.
Absolutely.
I actually closed the difference. Distance. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Mine's
Oh
not.
boy, Holt,
I have a -1.
I know.
And Ventress is super distracting.
There we go. So, Holt, you're watching them dance, and you're just like completely smitten with like the pure decency of it all.
Yep.
Rivo, you're watching them do their thing, and you glance at Vindrez, and you spot it for just a second. For just a moment, there is definitely something impure about her gaze. She dismisses it immediately, and you get the distinct impression, like, she's not into her dad. But there is something bizarrely sexually exciting about the idea to her, and you don't know what it is, and it's kind of grody. Like, you're like, whoa, where did that come from? She's having a dance with her dad. That's fucked up. And then you're like, no, it's not that. It's something, I don't know. You can't quite put your finger on it. If you had any sexual experience at all, you might be able to figure it out, but you don't. Anyway.
I move his. How much room has the crowd given them to?
They've got like 10, 15 feet around them.
I will push my way right to the front.
Sounds good. Salandra.
Okay. Hopefully I won't start sneezing again, but
Stop sneezing.
it's
Executive order.
I'm having allergy attack.
I'm-
Eyes itchy.
I know what you're saying. It's an autonomous function. I can't control it. That's what quitters say.
Excuse me. Oh, that's smoking. Crap.
But in all seriousness, are you all set to continue?
Yeah.
Okay,
I took some Allegra, so hopefully it'll kick in quick.
sounds good. So there,
I was muted for a while, so you missed the worst bit.
I see. So they're doing their dance. Things are great. Things are fantastic. Selena looks aside at you, and like you can tell that she loathes this, and she says, "I want you to go up there and spit in the Emperor's face. Hawk a big loogie in it."
And what would be the consequences of that?
He'll probably be very disappointed in you. It shouldn't be considered an assault. Besides, he basically adopted you. He'll let you get away with it, but it's gonna be scandalous.
Would you be satisfied with Vendrice?
She shrugs. Either would be fine.
I figure Holt would be really upset with me, but
Holt's not an emperor.
This is true. She is just a civil servant. Boy!
all right. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything less than this that she'd be satisfied with.
You succeed on your sense motive roll. Basically, no. You need to do something. You need to do something to destroy the sanctity of the dance. Something base, barbaric, and cruel. And like anything more would definitely be considered an assault. Anything less wouldn't satisfy her appetites.
You really are a sadistic bitch, aren't you?
I'm awful, and that's why people love me.
All right. I have a feeling I'm going to get my ass kicked. This is great. I walk over to the couple in question.
I know that giggle was probably Reynolds, but I'm imagining it's Vendrice.
Well, it's Selena.
You mean Selena?
Oh, so fuck yeah, sorry. All these chosen look the same to me.
Racist.
Wait, Rivo, are you also like going up into the dance?
Yeah.
Okay, so Rivo and Salandra, you both approach the dancers.
Fuck. All right. I am going to do it. And I am probably going to get my ass kicked.
Who
This
are
is
you
gonna be
gonna
fun.
spit on?
I will spit on Vendrice because it's the idea of spitting on the Emperor like an elderly man in life support. Just a little bit more than I can stomach.
Okay. So, Rivo, what are you doing?
I'm
Yeah.
surprised by that because I'm kind of hyper focused on the Emperor
Right.
and
And if she doesn't immediately kick my ass, I will try to go back into the crowd. And
Okay. So here is what happens. So you spit on Vendrez, and like, she looks at you with like a gaze that's somewhere between like disgust, hatred, contempt, and just like, I don't want to say fear. She's not afraid. She just doesn't understand. She's like, what? I can't believe you've done this, you bastard. And she's looking at you. Betrayal. That's the word I'm looking for. And like, she and her father exchange a glance, and Rivo starts laughing, and people like gasp and just like, oh my word! And some guards come forth.
I'm already walking. As I leave, I am meeting her gaze, and I will just mouth the name Selena, and I turn around and walk back.
You walk into the arms of some waiting guards, including Mr. Robot Arm. And they're just like, and the Emperor, like, you know, holds up his hands like, everybody, calm down. Everybody calm down. This is why we created Synthahol. Now then, young lady. Gentlemen, take her to the brig. Give her a night there to consider her mistakes. And they're looking at him like, what? You're going to let her off that easy? And they're like, she is drunk, so like, fuck it. And Vendrez like wipes the spittle off of her face, and she's just like, just totally disgusted. And Selena is like, she's not laughing, she's not giggling, and she's not tittering, but she is like beside himself. She is beside herself with just like unmitigated glee. So Rivo, you bring the Emperor forth, and he holds up a finger as if to say, just 1 second, just 1 second.
Is anyone else like going wild, or is that just me?
What was that?
Sorry, I got one.
Hi,
Alexa.
You're.
Don't say that.
Wow, I'm hearing like a lot of voices. I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect. Okay, guys.
Got it.
Hi, Alexa, light Dave's pants on fire.
Alexa, self-destruct.
That was a good scare.
I had a huge bite of pizza in my mouth and almost choked. I was so startled.
Yeah, you did me a frightened boy.
Why, thank you.
That
It is role playing.
Mm-hmm.
role playing. These things happen.
Exactly.
Considering Dave's absence and how important Solandra is going to be in what happens in the next scene, I'm going to use the bathroom.
Okay.
Damn, bro. How much kombucha did you drink? Kombucha.
He just has a nervous bladder.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey!
I can hear you just fine.
Okay. You guys are no longer repeating yourselves like
Oh,
3 or
good.
4 times. That's good.
Fabulous. Reynold paused to use the restroom because that was too much excitement for him.
Yeah, the tittering does that.
So, Dave, do you understand why I laughed?
Not 100%. No.
Because it was fucking funny.
And I wasn't the dumbest person in the room for once?
That is a good point. Holt's just running through his head like, oh shit, oh shit. How do I explain this?
No, Dave.
How do I make up for this?
Solandra is true to her 8 wisdom. I must respect it.
Yep. Well, my presumption is that she's actually got a very, very good bluff roll. So,
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
That should do.
Dave is also back.
That wasn't a P. That was a piddle.
So, Solandra, you are being escorted to a sort of prison area. Do you object or like resist?
no.
Okay.
I don't.
Meanwhile, the Emperor is like, I'm sorry, everyone. This has just been too much for me. I must depart. And everyone keeps milling around, but it seems like the party is sort of petering out a little bit. In any event, he takes the exit closest to Rivo. And you can see Rivo, he gives you a little glance as he does so.
I follow him.
Now then, what did you want to discuss?
You're not safe.
Good. Do you trust me, Rivo?
I nod.
Good. I need you to trust me tonight. Trust that what I am doing is for a reason, and that it's in your best interest.
I'm usually very differential with my eye contact. Definitely respect towards authority, kind of that whole Connor thing. I raise my eyes up and look at him.
Good.
I respect when a man decides that it's his time and that he wants to go out the way he wants to go out.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand. But I do need you to be near at hand.
I look down at my the handle sticking out of my waist. Oh, I'll be there.
Good. He brings you into the throne room and finds you a little hiding spot. Toby follows you like a lost goat because that's what he is.
That's awesome. So I will wait there nervously and calm myself by patting him, scratching his ears.
Hey, you're also keeping Toby calm. You guys, great combination. The orc and the goat. That being said, halt! Vendrez comes over. Yeah, like you saw the whole thing happen. Vendrez is pretty upsetty.
I am
not
so
quite
sorry.
Not quite rage upset, but she's still upset and embarrassed. And she's like, and she wipes the last of the loogie off of her face, and she's like, no, I understand. I knew that there would be a lot of machinations. I just didn't expect to get caught up in them.
Okay, stay here. Just 1 second. I'm going to go back to the bar and grab us a pair of drinks.
Sounds good. What are you looking for in the drink? Something classy, something boozy, something dangerous?
Something dangerous.
Oh boy, it's time for some grape knee-highs.
Great. Those sound wonderful. Please, too.
2, please. Meanwhile, deep in the bowels...
Wishing that Toby were here.
Clementine, you find Grub. He's hanging out around a machine that looks kind of like this.
Cool, okay.
Yeah, it didn't take too long to track down. I found it in the disused tech department. I had to rifle through a few files. I don't know exactly how to cover my tracks on this thing. He says, pointing to the headband. But I think I was able to get down here without notice. We don't have a lot of time though. As soon as that dance ends, they're gonna realize what's happened, though not necessarily who's done it.
Oh shit! All right.
I think I know how to turn it on, but I don't know what to do after that.
Okay. Clementine kind of like puts her ear in the horn part.
Do you want Grub to turn it on?
Yeah.
He flips down the thingy, flips the switch, and for a while all you hear is grainy silence. And then on the other side, all you hear is sort of like a weird chittering noise.
Huh.
Nothing good ever comes from chittering.
It sounds like a language. Like you can tell, based on your high wisdom score and your knowledge of nature, you can tell that there is definitely a language at work, but it is completely indecipherable. Like, it's
Hello?
the same way that, like, when you hear birds tweeting, you're like, yep, that's language. It's a shitty language, but it is one.
Gotcha.
You say hello, and from the other side, you hear chittering in response, but you don't know what it means.
Gotcha. Like when you meow at your cat and they meow back.
Right. Like, they understand, oh, you're trying to communicate with me, but meowing isn't actually a language. It's just a sound we make to get humans' attention. And as near as it can tell, you made a sound to get its attention.
I'm gonna give speaking in Druidic a try.
What do you say in Druidic?
Same thing. Hello.
Make a sense motive roll.
Got it. 22.
You definitely determine that there is some inquisitive chittering from the other side. You know, you can tell it because their inflection goes up.
Okay.
As if to say, what?
Again in Druidic. Hello, my name is Clementine.
There is some indecipherable chittering and then silence.
I don't suppose this is a language you understand, is it, Grub?
Nah, I have no idea what the fuck they're saying, man.
I don't really speak Click.
I don't speak B, you know what I mean? After an agonizing and anxious silence, you finally hear a voice from the other side. Hello?
Oh, hello.
It's
good to hear a voice.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. How's the colony going?
The what?
The colony.
On the mountain?
Where else would we build the colony? Yes, on the mountain.
Fine. It's, we're in trouble, honestly.
Oh? What kind of trouble?
Well, I don't know if you started the colony just at the peak, but we're over the whole damn mountain now.
Okay, that's good. Are you inside the mountain?
Probably right now we are.
No. I mean, well, that's good. Okay, good.
Like, we're underground, if that's what you mean.
Yes, that is in fact what I mean. Yes, good.
Okay. Good.
Okay, so you are under the ground, but you are still in trouble. Please explain.
Yes. Alright. We have, about 9 months until we are going to be completely overwhelmed by an invading force.
Okay.
And there is basically no hope of stopping it unless we get help from the gods.
Okay. Number 1. Bad news. Gods are not real. All fake. Good news. We can help.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let the gods are fake thing slide.
Though you are not Farrens, you are on one of our colonies, and so we are duty-bound to assist. Pax preserve us. Alright then. Do you have something that you could use to make a magic item?
I look over at Grub. Do you have something you could use to make a magic item?
He holds up his hands like, yes.
He does.
I am
Yes,
the
we
thing
did.
that can make the magic items.
I am the thing that can make the magic item.
Okay. This is going... Do you have a pen and paper?
Ah,
And now you need me.
now we need help. I look over at Grub. Do you have something to write with? He's an engineer. He's gotta have a pencil.
He doesn't have a pencil. He has a sharp artificer's tool, and he just looks at you and says, "How many healing spells do you have?"
Plenty. Here.
Good.
Kind of, moves her collar to the side so he can scribble it on her back.
Got it. He takes out the pen-like tool and uses it to, he pierces a section on his arm, and he starts writing in blood on your back. And the voice on the other side describes a sort of like complicated series of like magical formulae, specific kinds of materials that need to be used, other sort of like magic parchments that need to serve as instructions for the device. And he explains that if you use this, anyone that you want to within 50 feet will come to our colony. The home colony.
Oh,
Then we can
Okay.
figure out what to do about this. You will speak with Exemius. He will know. He
Exemius.
does not speak the language of the land. I could bring him here and translate between us, but it would take all day.
that would take a while. I understand. All right. Beautiful. Thank you.
Grub's like, okay, I'm gonna make this, and then I'm gonna send it. Shit. Okay, never mind. You have to come with me, because you have the instructions. All right, let's get the fuck out of here and go find a replicator.
You got it.
And
Thank you very much for your help. We'll talk to you soon.
good luck.
Thank you.
That being said, Grub asks for some healing spells. Give
I
him
heal
a
him
heal
up.
for Christ's sake. Yeah, he's lost a lot of blood. There's a lot of instructions written on your back in blood.
It feels kind of yucky.
It's super yucky, dude. And like you got to take your fancy shirt off because like you can't afford to smudge it. You're walking around with no shirt on, pants only,
It's actually just a skirt at this point.
basically.
Jeez, we've definitely drifted into NC-17 this session.
Oh yeah. It's gonna get worse. Grub activates his cloaking device, and you two skedaddle the fuck out of there for what good his cloaking device will do.
Grub, you did a really good job finding that.
Oh, thanks. I mean,
You're welcome.
I only feel so confident in what I've done here because I've also, I don't want to say hijacked a ship because I'm not in it right now, but I've got us an escape plan. Although,
Grub, you were amazing.
hey, what can I say? I'm in my element. They built a world on technology. I am home.
I wish you could stay.
What do you mean?
I mean,
Oh.
you just seem really happy here.
It's fine. I'll have the ship. Oh, yeah. Hey, alright. I'm gonna go to the ship. If that teleporter thingy doesn't work, come to the ship. I'll get us out of here.
You got it.
That being said, I'd prefer to take the ship. You guys do your teleporter thing, alright?
Okay.
Alright. Let's hop to it. You find you find a replicator in one of the disused floors. It's in poor repair, but Grub fixes it up, and I don't want to say hack, because he hacks the shit out of it and makes it so that it will produce the illicit materials that he needs in order to make this thingy.
I stay far away.
He needs you to stay close.
Oh, okay.
The
I would say while
instructions
he's
are written on
hacking
your
it, I don't
back.
want to get my gremlins on it.
Oh no, gremlins! Alright.
As long as I don't touch it, it should be okay.
Yes. Gremlins are only transmittable by touch. I am so sorry that I am such a piss machine.
That is okay.
I've
How much
got to use the
liquid did you
bathroom.
consume?
None. I haven't had anything to drink since 1 in the afternoon.
What the fuck, man?
I don't know.
You need to see a doctor.
I would say, yeah, it's...
Okay, so if you want to save a GIF, when you right click, what should you save it as?
I have no idea.
It should just allow you to save it as a GIF. Save it to your desktop?
Save link as?
No, not save link.
Yeah.
It says copy image, but I don't think. I
Nope,
think
you
that.
don't want to do that.
Yeah, they'll just grab one of the frames, probably.
You don't want to
Right.
copy image. You want to copy image location if you share it, because then it'll play like this. If you want to actually save the image, right click it and click view image. From there you should be able to save image as, name it whatever you want, put it wherever you want.
Meanwhile, Holt and Vendrez are hanging out, having some grape knee-highs as the party dies down.
So Ronald may need a prostate exam. So,
Probably.
Oh, I already cracked my knuckles, so I couldn't crack them into the mic.
Darn it.
Not that I'm surprised that at a chosen party there are schemes afoot, but what did you mean?
I honestly don't know. After Solandra spat in my face, she mouthed Selena? So I assume that she's involved in all this somehow. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen her father for about an hour now. That's probably not good. What could he do?
that's what.
Let's not try to worry too much. Does this strong chosen liquor affect me at all?
Oh god. Make a fortitude save.
Really?
Yes.
Yes! A natural 20.
Nice
No,
work.
it doesn't.
33.
You don't
Kool-Aid.
you don't get totally trashed. You do
Great.
feel delightfully buzzed.
Yes!
That's all Holt wanted for so long.
Yes!
It's strong enough to make it through the Hellbreed stuff.
Yes.
Does he become addicted?
No.
Fuck you.
Ah, fuck you. I knew that was coming.
Oh.
Oh, Cap. We are on the wavelength.
Yeah,
We've
we
es-
are.
we've established contact.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's you just saw how my father dealt with that. He makes a hand-waving explanation, turns on that weird old man charm of his, and then boom, it's gone. Dispersed. Find a decent scapegoat and people just go for it. I know I'm not that good at that.
Well, to be fair, he has many years of experience. Yeah.
I mean, All right, I calculated Vendrez's age, and she's like, "Do you know how old I am?"
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I couldn't remember if I had told you or not. In any event, I'm almost half his age. Then again, I guess that is... If I am half as good as he is now, then by the time I reach his age, I'll be just as good.
Precisely. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thanks, Holt. You're a good soundboard.
Hmm.
Holt, you have no idea what a soundboard is.
I do not.
You're just
But
grateful that
I'll-
you're good at it.
I'll raise my little glass and toast. Clink.
She drinks.
Good.
You're a Hellbred. She's an ASMR. You're both rather resistant to liquor. You each have 5 liquor resistance.
Woo!
Dwarves, they automatically come with 10 liquor resistance.
Oh, they're dwarves. That makes sense.
Right?
Damn, I was totally missing playing that up with Blendy.
I mean,
Too bad.
I'll have to remember that.
Too bad Solandra didn't have any liquor resistance.
Eh,
Ow.
I've seen Selena before now that we've been in the city, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can I scan the crowd and see where she is?
She is like giggling, not giggling or tittering, but she is beside herself with glee and joy as Solandra gets escorted out of the chamber, and you can see her like off to her own, hatching a new scheme as she leaves.
It looks like Selena's stepping out.
Well, I mean, she can do what she wants.
It's true. I'm just making you aware.
However she was involved, she's gone now, so I guess that's good.
Could just be an awful prank.
I wouldn't put it past her. You'd be surprised. When she doesn't have that sword in her possession, it's like night and day.
I never encountered her on the battlefield.
You don't want to.
That's what I've heard.
Halt, the Black Blade Project was a mistake. Solandra is a unique byproduct of it. Those things, I can't even call them evil. They're just too powerful.
So that means Selena's weapon also has a mind of its own.
Yes. Hell, I would go as far as to say as her mind is of its own. She's been training with that thing since she was old enough to hold it. Not lift it, hold it. We knew it was a mistake, but Doskius made a power play. He really caught Father and I in a bad situation.
So you had to let him have his way.
Exactly. He had legal right to possess it, thanks to particular stipulations in his father's will. He couldn't wield it. He was too old. So he had a daughter and passed it on to her.
I see.
Ugh. I can't believe what they do behind closed doors. Make a sense motive roll.
I would love to.
sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that. 17?
She is absolutely disgusted about what they do behind closed doors. But, like, criminy.
I'm glad I got confirmation for that. Thank you. Thank you, Di.
Anyway,
Mm.
your drinks are almost finished. Silly me. She extends an arm. Shall we return to my quarters?
Oh, I'd be doing you a disservice by leaving your side. By all means.
Exactly. Meanwhile, talking about leaving sides, Salandra, you get thrown into the brig rather unceremoniously. You experience, like, Hult's experience with the prison. Before you can enjoy its marvelous views and vistas too long, the door opens up and Selena is there waiting for you.
I was curious if you played your game by your own rules.
I do. I don't have a choice not to.
I look. Is she carrying her sword?
She is not.
Not on the leash. Interesting.
Now then, are you ready to complete the final step, to learn the truth?
Assuming that's inside of you, yeah.
All right then. The guards are willing to leave you in my custody for the evening, because they understand that my father and I are a pillar of this community.
So this is not something you're going to tell me. This is something you want to show me.
Oh, no. You haven't earned it quite yet.
I thought it was
The third step is the final step, and then I tell you what you want to know.
So what is the step? What is it that you want from me?
Well,
What is it that could be worse than what I just did?
They will let you into my custody, and that means I'll have to bring you everywhere, and I want to go home, and I think I want to have a little bit of fun before I go to bed.
You don't want me.
I do. But you know that's a lie. That is a bold-faced lie. She's talking lies to you right now.
What do you want? If you don't want to fuck me, well, you want to fuck with me, obviously. But there's something else that you want from me.
You're so close. But I'd prefer to be so close, so come along, come along. She says, extending a hand. Does Salandra take her hand?
Fuck.
Suffer.
It is like, you know you're walking into a trap.
Mm-hmm.
But the consequences of the fucking infinitesimal chance of it being real and not following up on it. Fuck. All right, I'm fucked.
Nice to embrace it.
He's taking it like a man.
As Chris said, I do have innate wisdom. So I don't want to know what that final step is.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to take you to my rooms to have a deliciously debauched evening. I assure you, you'll have fun.
Who else will be there?
Just you and me. You, me, brother, and perfect. And punishment as well. After that stunt you pulled, I think you deserve to be punished.
You don't want me. Perfect does.
Think, Salandra. I don't want you. I'll admit it, you figured it out. I want something worse. Not perfect, please. I don't want him and brother to get into a giant brawl. Think about it. What could be worse than me wanting you.
Daskius. Wanting me?
No, oh my goodness. You complicate things so much, sister. Just turn it around.
You want me to want you.
Exactly.
You want me to want you obsessively.
Exactly. Please, just give me what I want, and everything you wish for will be yours. I don't have it in me to kill. You know that.
But do you have it in you to betray your father? To give me what I want?
In exchange for your affections, yes. I'd give him up in an instant.
This is so fucked up, I don't even know where to start.
I know where to start. Oh, damn it. That's not it. Damn it. I'm trying to find then perish. Can somebody give me a then perish?
Yes.
I'm on it.
Multiple then perishes will be accepted.
What's that?
Thank you.
In for a dinar, in for a ducat. Shit.
Oh, man. Fuck. You're all strung out like a bunch of junkies, and nobody's gonna help me.
Don't worry, Rivo. I have plans.
All right. I'm going to do it.
All right. She seems so happy she's about to cry. In short, you have a deliciously debauched, degenerate evening that leaves you both by the end sweating and panting. Solandra, make a will save.
What is my will save?
Not high enough.
That's a 28.
I should mention that her quarters are like incredibly sparse. There's a mannequin with her armor, perfect, and punishment on it. Punishment gets involved. You got a 28. As
Yep.
you're lying there on her bed, you think, I can't get caught up in this. I did this to get what I needed. And nothing more. And and we're gonna move on to Halt and Vendrez after I use the bathroom again.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, you're
Jeez.
fine. Please, like, be
I have
okay.
problems.
I see that.
We need to take a collection and send Randall some cranberry juice.
I think that's the opposite of what he needs.
Yeah, it actually is. I mean, unless he has, like, yeah.
All that does is change the pH of your urine.
Oh, I
Well,
thought it made you pee more.
It does. It's a diuretic too. So it's one of the first things they tell kidney stone people to drink.
And then they slap him in the forehead. I was Dave's designated driver for a long time. Poor guy. No,
Yeah,
he had to go to the hospital and have all these procedures done until they finally put a huge stint in him.
yeah, that was so much fun. Actually, the best part of it was when they had to give me a double spinal because the first one didn't work,
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
dude.
and I was paralyzed from the waist down for like, what was it, 8 hours, Chris?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No.
It was like literally I was whacking myself in the thigh, like, all right, they didn't paralyze me by accident. I know they didn't paralyze me by accident, but fuck.
No.
There was a point where I thought they paralyzed me by accident.
No, I had a ringside seat to Dave's.
Suffering.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't wish it on any enemy.
Yeah, that was really, really bad. And then the stents were really miserable too. So.
I was there for you, baby. I love you, Dave.
Yeah, Chris. I have always appreciated it.
Aw, commiseration.
That's
I'm
that,
in touch with my pussy, so it doesn't bother me to say that to you, Dave.
Right.
yes, Chris, I love you.
Men showing their emotions.
Aw.
It's
So
my favorite thing.
that would have been late 90s.
Yes.
I was like just a little bit older than these guys.
I'm gonna chalk up this piss frenzy to excitement because I have been saving this up for a week.
You're supposed to.
What do you mean this
What do they call it?
specifically?
All right, so we Ronald, you just need to get a catheter and be prepared next time.
Perfect. Okay, so Halt, you take Vindrez. You take each other to Vindrez's chambers.
Yes.
And you know, she definitely sort of chastely suggests that's the night we spent together was nice. I'd like to do that again.
Oh, of course. I'm at your command.
And she's like, "Ooh, I have a fun idea. I'll disrobe you, okay?"
Very well. And I give her a. I would like to try my best at a seductive smile.
Roll appearance.
Your fangs.
What the fuck is that? Just charisma?
Appearance is an extra attribute.
Okay.
Charisma will do if you haven't decided on your appearance.
I have no idea where I would even put it on my sheet.
It's weird. It's from the Book of Erotic Fantasy.
How about I just roll a d20 and tell you what?
Well, I mean, like,
Personally, I think appearance should be one of the things that instead of it being a role, you have your concept of your character. How attractive do you think he is?
yeah, exactly. Like, you all
Like,
can basically
Holt's a
determine your own
babe.
appearances.
Right. I mean, you based him on Clive Standen, who's like
A babe
a 15 or a 16 to
out of 10.
easily.
Yes.
Well, no, 15 or 16 on a 3 to 18 scale.
And you get a +2
Okay.
circumstance bonus. I won't tell you why.
All right.
Boom, chicka bow wow.
That'll be a 21 then.
Oh boy. Make a perception check.
Very well. A natural 20, so 19.
Jesus.
Oh wait, no! I actually have a
crit.
positive modifier.
Nope, that
I have a
wasn't-
positive modifier. It's 23.
Nice work, Cat.
Not 20, so 19. Oh,
Oh my god.
you're becoming like Grog.
Cap lost a lot of skill points.
So many skill points.
Yeah, it's almost not funny. Don't ask me for skill checks and shit like this happens, but it's 23.
So she is taking off your sweet, awesome, mega tailored super clothes, and you put on some moves, and you're just like, ah, yes, this is very nice. But at one point, she sort of like, you can feel through the fabric of your clothing. She like runs a finger down the symbol of Gemma on the back of your coat, and you can hear her whimper a little. She definitely tried not to let that out, but it happened.
This is Cap the player, chuckling darkly. Excellent.
Have you figured it out? Did I give you enough hints?
You might have done.
In any event, she takes off your clothes and leaves you in your sort of not like total underwear, but like some pajama pants sort like things. There's
Garanimals.
Yeah.
Wow, she's actually so.
Helps Holt match his outfits. You guys, you probably don't even know what Garanimals are, Reynold.
I don't. It just
Okay,
sounded right.
So Garanimals was a line of children's wear where each bit of clothing had a different animal on it, so that the child could match his clothes and his outfits.
That's
Oh
so
my God.
cute. Oh my god.
It's so 70s. It's awesome.
Yeah, you guys need to start watching Stranger Things so you can get you can get a
So we
sense
can
of
understand your references.
Get all these references.
of like what Chris and what our lives were like.
Everybody grew up in an awesome time. You just have to access it.
Oh.
Though I think Stranger Things is probably more my childhood than Chris's childhood.
Yeah, I was busy in abject poverty.
Woo! So Holt, you have been disrobed.
I think I understand exactly what she wants. So I'm going to get up right close to her and just say, we aren't in the ballroom anymore. Right now it's just you and me. So we don't have to put up any acts. And I'm going to start to like slide the shoulder of whatever fancy robes she's wearing off.
Sounds good. And she says, "Acts? What sort of act do you think that I put on? We all wear our masks, Holt."
Oh, I understand that well. But you don't have to wear yours in front of me. Just for once, you don't have to be the one in control. Is that what you want?
That sounds nice.
Good.
But Holt,
Yeah.
that's a good start. But she's got a kill switch.
I know she does.
Oh boy. What do you believe the kill switch is?
The kill switch is a concentrated thought towards my death.
Oh no. I mean like losing control. That definitely sounds pretty enticing. But there's something more.
Is there?
They've died.
Oh
Oh
no!
shit. I mean,
At least
yes. She has
I told him I loved him before he died.
You said your goodbyes, Chris. That's all we can expect.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, Felicia. There's something more. What are the clues that you have assembled?
Clues that I've assembled seems to be pretty into the fact that I am a demon, ish.
Yes. Okay, that's good. All right. That is a good, very good first step.
Okay.
Now, come on, extrapolate. What's the second step? Work me through it, Cap. Work me through it, Halt.
Oh, you're putting me under a lot of pressure, Reynolds.
I'm not sorry.
You should be a little bit. Yeah, thinking bad. Intelligence score not high.
I can't. I'm glad he doesn't make me do that.
Yeah, especially since it's not, I can't ask you for a minute to think because we're recording.
Right? I mean, like, all right. Let me ask you a leading question. Why
Okay.
is she so interested that you're a demon? I mean, hellbred demon, whatever.
I'm the only one on the in the chosen city?
Nope.
No?
So she obviously isn't attracted to her father, but there is something about being attracted to her father that is attractive. Why does that work? How does that make any sense?
I don't know, Reynolds. I'm too stupid for this.
Derp. Oh, well, you don't figure it out tonight.
I guess not. Well, shouting from the peanut gallery, yeah, I guess.
I mean, the scion is a part of it, but that basically only leads into being a demon thingy.
That's what I thought. That's why I didn't say anything.
Right.
It's
say,
it's a bonus.
Please shout from the peanut gallery if anyone has any advice.
Please help me. I
Shoot
can't do
spectral
this.
advice to the Halt.
Is she Marduk's other scion?
Undetermined. Also, consider what Marduk is like, and who would be a scion of Marduk.
She's batshit crazy.
I mean,
Who's batshit crazy?
she's a raging lunatic, a raging feral, just like our other Marduk scion.
Oh, now I know how you think about me. It's
Yes.
over.
If the
It
shackle
is
fits,
over.
though.
It's over. Now, like, Rivo is definitely your scion of Marduk, but Marduk has admitted, well, he wasn't my first choice, but I guess it's where I'm gonna have to fit in here.
She seems like the crazy god.
I'm back, by the way.
Hello,
Welcome
Dave.
back.
And, like, Clementine, if she were a scion of Dogo, you're certain you'd have some sort of response. You've been
Okay,
close
so I'm
enough
wrong
to her.
too.
Yeah, sorry, guys. She's not a scion.
Damn. I thought we had it.
She's just a regular, everyday vegetable nut.
She has magic problems.
Are you talking about Vendries or someone else now?
I'm talking about Vendries. There is a special kill switch that Holt is trying to figure out. Holt's figured out that she likes him because he's a demon, and there is a very specific angle he needs to play with that in order to totally turn her on.
Damn, I'm stumped too then. I was so sure that was it.
I didn't realize that it would be, a two-part sort of thing.
Oh
so.
yeah, it's something.
I
that
guess
she
I failed.
It's something that she keeps very hidden. But
Okay, well,
now that Dave's here, I got the clues that I've given are like obviously it's because Holt's a demon, but there's a certain twist on it. And the other clue is she's not attracted to her father, but she is attracted to the concept of being attracted to her father. Why?
Well, she's an Asamar who's also demon, has demon blood in her.
Okay, and what does that speak to if you could put it in one word?
That she has demonic ancestry. So that maybe her father isn't her father? No, that's not one word. Oh.
Oh, well. Holt,
Fuck.
you have a mediocre evening.
Great, thanks.
Sorry.
No, it's
Sorry.
fine.
Oh, we were trying to help him in the sack? What was I wasting all this energy for?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
Like, she definitely...
I thought it was like life and death.
Oh, God, no. She definitely does like losing that control, and you have a pleasant evening, but you can tell that she wasn't totally into it. You know,
No, I think I understand a little bit
yeah.
about what I need to do, but I need to talk to her first.
Serviceable sex. There was an endorphin rush. It was nice.
It was pleasant.
It's time
Whatever.
for sleep now.
Sure. Does she want me to stay?
Yes.
Okay.
Gina was politely involved.
So
She like
back over to Rivo. It's time for shit to get real.
What?
So you're chilling out in the Emperor's chambers. You've got your hand on your hammer handle, and you're like, "Oh God!"
Oh, and on Toby.
And hand on hammer handle, hand on Toby, and just like, there's one thing about a battle happening. When a battle happens, you don't have time to think. You just hop into it. But standing on the edge of a battle that's about to happen, that's nerve-wracking.
It's not something I'm unaccustomed to with the arena. It's just I've had a lot of things happen. I'm free. I've been out of that life for a long time. So to comfort myself, I would put my mask on.
Sounds good. But yeah, and I mean, like, even in the arena, like, there's no getting used to that feeling.
Right.
Like when you guys are walking up to the door and we are about to die salute you, like the second between that door being closed and it being open lasts for an eternity.
I also haul my hammer out, so it's on the floor quietly in front of me.
Sounds good.
He knows I'm no longer at the dance. So does the Emperor kind of like sit in this room and just go to sleep?
Yeah, he just sleeps sitting down. He's not sleeping right now though. He's running through a bunch of screens and like
diagnosis. He's updating and shutting down.
Yeah, you don't know exactly what he's doing because you don't know anything about technology, but he seems to be like not frantically searching. He's doing things. He's executing commands, but what they mean, you have no idea.
Apples or Windows?
I'm on Mac OS. Nah, man,
All
he's
right.
a Linux guy.
Nice. He's a rebel.
But eventually Doskius enters.
Motherfucker.
too late.
And like Aspartine spares a glance over his shoulder. And like he closes his eyes and composes himself. And like Rivo, you can tell that like, actually make a sense motive roll. You will almost certainly succeed.
18 plus 12, so that's a straight 30.
Yeah, no. You've seen this look too many times. It's a look you're very familiar with. It's a look that speaks volumes. It says quite simply, I'm ready to die, but by God, I wish I had just a little more time. And he turns around in his chair to face Doskius. And he just says, Lord Doskius, it is very late this evening. I am very tired, but I suppose I can spare one more minute to help you with whatever it is that's on your mind. And Doskius, he's very determined, very upset. Put quite simply, old man, I want to get that fucking key so I can complete my fucking destiny, so I can save this wretched fucking city. Do you understand me?
No, you've got to be kidding.
And Emperor Aspartine looks at him with the fire that he possessed in his youth and just says, "If you want it, come and take it from me."
I actually said that, by the way, in the throne room.
God damn it.
No, but that was good.
And, like, Doskius looks to you, and before you even have a chance to respond, he runs up and sucker punches the Emperor.
Yep.
And the impact of his fist into the old man's face creates a sickening thwack. Like a wet noise of brains turning to pulp, and a cracking of bones breaking, and a grinding of machinery, like, ceasing its function and falling apart. And, like, the force of the blow sends the old man splaying from his throne. His body hitting the ground with a dull thud as the blood begins to ooze out of his skull. He is incredibly dead. Meanwhile, Salandra.
What?
Oh, we'll get to you in a minute. You'll roll initiative in just a minute. Selena leans down and whispers, "My father is going to kill the Emperor tonight, in his throne room, in front of no one."
I look at her. How can I get there?
You know the way. I suggest you run as fast as you can.
I've already established that teleportation works within the dome, right?
Mm-hmm.
How far am I from the throne room? Is it within dimension door?
Oh,
range?
what's the range on Dimension Door?
Like 900 or so feet, I think.
No, but 2 Dimension Doors would do it, actually.
All right. I also have teleport, but the teleport's a bigger spell.
It's all about what spell you want to use. It's about how many rounds you want to spend. If you want to spend 2 rounds using Dimension Door to get there, you can go right ahead. If you want to teleport there immediately, you'll have a very high chance of getting there successfully, because it's some place that you've been before and that you are knowledgeable of.
All right. The other issue is my gear.
Yeah, you don't have it.
Well, I have everything except for pretty much everything except for my armor in my pack.
You are correct.
I have my jewelry, but I don't have armor.
Yep.
So, how far is this from my quarters?
I'd say it's 1 dimension jump from your quarters. All the residential districts are kind of smashed together.
And how long does it take me to get into my mithril armor?
It takes. Is it a mithril chain shirt or is it a mithril breastplate?
A mithril chain shirt.
It takes 1 round.
Okay, so well, I'm hoping that I'm not in the same time frame as Rival, but
Oh, you are. These events are happening sequentially.
Fuck. All right, I will. I don't know if I can risk not going there as fast as I can, so I will teleport.
All right then. Rivo, roll initiative. Salandra, roll initiative. Damn.
Pidge, you gonna play Toby? Is he gonna help?
Toby has stats.
23.
He does have stats.
All right then. Also, Clementine, you have no idea this is happening, but you do know that they're all in the throne room. Halt. You are awakened.
Mm-hmm.
Vendrez, like, suddenly comes to, and you're startled awake. and she touches a spot on her throat and says, "My father's dead."
What? What are you talking about?
Wake up, get your sword. We need to go to the throne room now.
All right. Uh, I'm awake. I hop out of bed, throw on whatever clothes I have. My sword and all my equipment is back at my quarters, though.
Yup.
I'll remind her of this.
God damn it. She,
Oh, yes.
I'm ready. She goes over to her replicator, punches in some things, and out pops a bastard sword. It's not Audra, but it's a sword.
All right, that'll do.
Better than nothing. And then you start dashing through the halls. Halt. Make an initiative
Yeah.
check.
Okay. That'll be 15.
Nice.
15 for me as well.
You probably
What-
have a better dex than I do.
What is-
What up?
What is Daskis wearing?
Doskius is wearing his full armor.
Good.
Power armor.
Yeah, I understand.
Gonna sunder it?
Bing.
All it takes is a couple good thwacks. Skin pale. Where the fuck is the initiative? Oh, Jesus Christ. Vendrez has awful initiative. Alright then. So, Solandra, you suddenly materialize in the throne room. And your gaze is immediately drawn to Emperor Aspertine's incredibly dead corpse.
Fuck hell.
Bleeding out on the floor, and the chair is floating on its own.
No, the chair is kind of like sinking slowly.
Oh, it's not spinning in.
No. The Emperor is not bleeding out. He's dead. He's incredibly dead. He has 26 levels and aristocrat. He has a 2 in constitution. The man is dead. A single powerful punch can kill him.
Well, we definitely got that, didn't we?
That being said, Solandra, teleporting uses your standard action. You still gotta move.
All right. Well, I will activate flight. I will use a. Swift action to use my hasted. It's a Mega's feature, so I'm hasted, but just me. And that's probably all I've got. I mean, how far away is Daskis from where I popped in?
Doskius is maybe 40, 50 feet away.
Unfortunately, I don't have a quicken thing yet, so can't.
You are now a dragon. You are fire. You are death. Alright then. So, is that it for Solandra?
I had to use my action, so yep.
Sounds
That's it.
good. Rivo, it's your turn.
All right, I spring. I'm not surprising him because I laughed, but
Right.
I will close the distance and I will use whatever attacks that I have out of the 3.
You
On
only
him.
get the 1 because you moved in this turn, but still, you can. Are you swinging your hammer at him? You making a sunder?
Yeah, I am sundering, and I am also activating my auspicious mark.
Ooh. Roll it.
Oh, how nice! A 19 and a 6. So that's 25 plus. Sunder with 27.
Oh my god. Okay.
So that's what, 53 Sunder.
Yeah, you're definitely sundering this armor. It's only at this point. It's only a
Fuck you.
question of how much damage you do.
I don't know. I thought you just sundered. I don't have a damage.
Oh no, you roll your weapon damage, and that's how much damage you do to the armor.
Okay, and
It has hit
that's,
points, right?
so that's basic. It's not a power attack damage. It's base damage.
It's however much damage you want to do. If it's a power attack, you subtract from the combat maneuver bonus roll.
Which still hits him, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so 36 points of damage.
Okay.
Delicious.
It's not broken, and it's not. What's the level below broken?
I don't know.
Very broken.
Conditions.
Damaged?
There we go. Yeah, I think it goes damaged and then broken. Items that have taken a damage in excess of half their total hit points gain the broken condition.
Okay, is he? Does he exhibit spell-like abilities?
He doesn't.
Why? The suit provides spell-like abilities.
It's
That it does.
technological.
It doesn't matter whether it's technological. Are the abilities?
It does matter. The creature itself has to be magical.
Oh, okay,
So, like, if a
Alright.
dude has a wand, you don't get the bonus.
okay. Yeah, just every little bit of damage helps.
Absolutely.
And I don't believe in his superstition, so fuck him.
I agree.
Technology does not exist.
The bonus it grants to AC is halved, rounding down. Broken armor doubles its armor check penalty on skills. Yeah, he's not.
I like.
Let me figure out how many hit points full plate has, and I'll just use that as a sort of base. Damaging objects. Thank you. Smashing an object. Hardness. Armor class. Oh yeah, you mean its armor class, baby. Tower shields. Armor. So it's the... Okay. So it has hardness of a number, and it has hit points equal to its armor bonus times 5. So yeah, actually this thing is super fucked up. You did 36 points of damage?
Yep.
I take it back. It is broken. You send a shattering strike through this powered armor. A bunch of servos start whirring ineffectually, and a little bit of smoke starts pouring out as Doskius is sent reeling as he covers the hole in his armor, and he's just like, what?
And as my bonus attack, I am, let's see, intimidating glare, and I scream at him.
Roll that sweet, sweet intimidate check.
18 plus. So this is going to be nasty too, because my intimidation base is
Huge.
Fucking gross.
19. So that's what, 3 under 40, 37.
Okay. He looks very upset. He grimaces.
Let's kill this fucker, Salandra.
That's the fucking plan.
Salandra, make a perception check.
Oh. My die almost escaped.
So that's 5 points. That he's shaken for 1d4 plus 1 rounds for every 5 point that I exceed his DC.
Right. Salandra. Actually, I'm going to give you a circumstance bonus on this roll. Especially if you can answer me this question. On Doskius' face, what would you say is his most startling feature?
Big fucking scar.
You are correct. That scar didn't used to be that big.
So either it's not Daskius or there's something that's growing on that scar.
That being said, Holt and Vendrez, you run through the hall. Clementine, do you have... Oh, man! Toby is there! If it weren't for Toby, you would be strolling quietly, happily through the halls, completely unaware of what's going on. But Toby's empathic link sends a message just like, help! Help! There's problems! Come to me! Come to me, small one!
I turn into a lightning elemental.
Jesus Christ! Zip zap zoopity zop.
Toby's in danger. Time's gonna stop.
Jesus. Doskius makes a tactical withdrawal, jumps up on the throne, and grabs the key. Unfortunately, he makes a tactical withdrawal, jumps up on the throne, and grabs the key.
So in other words, he has the ability to negate attacks of opportunity.
No, anyone can make a tactical withdrawal.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So that's I get it.
You get a penalty to how far away you can move, though, right?
Yep. And it takes up an extra action. That being said, when he picks the key up off the throne, he takes it off its little thing, and he's about to do his big villain thing and laugh and be like, "Aha! Doesn't matter. I have what I came for." But then he holds it up as if to proclaim, "I got it and you don't," and then it weighs him down incredibly, causing him to crash down to the floor. At which point he gets very upset.
I guess Marduk doesn't like him anymore.
Salandra, in what way is Doskius a scion of Marduk? Would you say that he's acted Mardukish at all during your interactions with him?
You're talking again. Cool. Now, he seemed to think he was.
That's me. That's just me asking you these questions.
Ah, okay.
As you begin to notice the scar take over more and more of his face and horns protrude from his skull.
I see.
At which point he lets loose a bellow of absolute, mind-shattering rage. Back to the top of initiative. Salandra, it's your turn.
Okay. Great. I am... Oh, fuck. I can't do spell combat and reach him. So... Oh, fuck. All right. I am going to fly to him and do a spell strike with all of my... actually, I'm hasted too, so I would get an additional physical attack, right?
You do not. You only get the additional physical attack on a full attack.
On a full attack. So I don't. Yeah. So even if I make regular attacks this round, I wouldn't be able to get the additional attacks because I'm moving. Okay.
I would scream now, but I don't want to scare people.
Right. Bravo is suggesting that you stop, emphatically, with his very loud voice.
And his very loud mask.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Very loud.
He's suggesting I stop.
He's screaming, "Stop! I object!"
He killed the Emperor! Not us! Guards!
Ooh. Unfortunately, fantastic idea, but there is a very specific... Oh, I should mention, now, the explosions that start ripping through the city.
Oh, bother.
Sorry. I knew that I had a contingency to get the guards busy, and I just forgot what it was. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah, I'll bite me.
No. There was going to be a whole thing with Clementine and Brynjolf and a bomb in his chest. I'm sorry, an bomb in her chest.
So do you hold off for an action?
It's a really bad idea.
Hold the action. Not asking you to give it up.
That's true. You can fly up to him and be like, "Wait, what?" And then the bombs start exploding.
All right. I can fly reasonably close to him and then do something else. So I'll cast sadomasochism on myself.
Ooh. Selena's been rubbing off on you. Literally.
She literally, yeah.
The joke makes itself. Rivo, it's your turn.
I bend over. I'll take this, you ugly fuck. I pick up the key.
You
Now
pick
get up and die!
You pick up the key like it's nothing, and he is furious.
I use the key and I smash him right in the face.
Roll that beautiful attack footage.
Fuck yeah.
19!
Oh boy.
So this is an improvised weapon.
It doesn't
But
matter.
it's a key and he's not.
It's presumably indestructible, hopefully.
Okay, so my BAB, it's the basic attack is a 33.
Yeah, you hit him. This thing does 2d6 plus strength and a half worth of damage. Representative by the weight that it inflicts, although the weight you don't have to feel.
Fuck yeah, I'm raged. I don't need the hammer. I just drop it because I have this thing, which is just as good. I'm gonna fight with this for the rest of the campaign.
I mean,
5, 11.
It's actually not just as good, but that's okay.
Okay, so that's 34 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You deal damage, and you're like, yeah, this is gonna knock him flat. And you clobber his face, and I don't want to say that he no-sells the attack, because he does. There is blood, but he doesn't seem to give a fuck. He is his skin tone has gone from, the white, pale, ashen color it normally has to the color of the scar. Those horns are getting big. Clementine, you arrive in the throne room. You can't really do anything else. This takes up the rest of your movement, but you're able to see the clusterfuck before you.
And most importantly, I can see that Toby
is safe, but he is, looking at Daskius what? What?
Yeah, since Lander's basically nude.
This is also
So
true.
this guy has spell-like abilities, that's for shit sure.
This is true. He has acquired spell-like abilities.
So add 3 to the damage.
He hasn't transformed yet.
Oh, okay.
Now
Well,
he's transformed.
I'm on the way to my other 2 attacks, by the way.
No, you picked up the key.
Oh, okay.
That's a move action. Drawing a weapon.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah.
It's mine! I'll kill everyone with it! Your next cap!
Oh,
please,
God.
Yes.
Please
Do it.
destroy me. That
I
being
haven't
said,
suffered
Rivo,
enough.
he looks at you and he looks very upset. What is your armor class? In your
Wow.
suit?
All I have is my ring at the moment, which is +2 in my dex. But if he thinks he likes getting hit, he ain't seen nothing yet.
This is true. Okay.
So let's see. 1, 3. So what do I have a 13 because it starts at 10. Your armor class?
Yes.
Yeah, so with the ring +2 and then +1 for dex, so it's 13.
So he lands a glancing blow that does 25 points of damage.
Well, his armor is broken, and he hasn't fully transformed, so
Oh, he has finished transforming now.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
It happens on his
So
turn.
you said 23?
20. I said 25, but you have DR, so I think it goes
22. 22 then.
down. Ooh. And he lands a glancing blow on you, and you're like, yeah, what are you gonna do? What is this wimpy shit? And then he drives the sword into your torso, and you're like, oh, that's a lot of sword. And
What sword? He
has a
picked up.
sword.
He picked up the thing.
Yeah,
He punched the guy. At no point did he have a sword.
yeah, he had a sword on his hilt.
On the
He
side.
didn't draw it. He was just gonna kill the emperor with his fists.
Right. So at what point did he use an action to pick up a weapon?
Whatever. He's a god now.
Okay. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry. He's God's melding. He could hold out his hands and say Avada Kedavra, and the sword would appear.
That's fine. I just want it clarified that
That is what's happening.
I was technically holding my own. Okay.
This is true.
I bleed on him, and I am laughing at the top of my lungs.
The second attack that comes in is it strikes with a little bit more force. Just a wee bit more.
Oh, is this a good time to make a sacrifice to Marduk?
You'd have to try to act in a Mardukish fashion.
I think I am.
Explain to me why you believe you're acting in a Mardukish fashion.
I'm protecting the lawful order, and I'm acting in his behest. That's what I'm thinking. But
That's true. That's definitely a step in the right direction.
Okay.
You have acquired step 1 of God's melding. Now
All right.
you've got a righteous cause, very very Mardukish. Now you've got to try to act in a Mardukish manner to uphold it, and seem in a Mardukish manner from a physical perspective.
Okay. So second attack was how much?
102 points of damage.
Ah!
Oh fuck!
You got a critical
And that's
hit.
And that's with the DR, right?
No, that's not including your DR.
Okay, so 99.
Oh well, at least it's double digits.
Oh, make a fortitude save, please.
Oh, well, luckily I have a fucking crazy fortitude save when I'm mad.
This is true.
And yeah. Okay. Here we go. Ooh. So that should be... Where is it? 25?
This is
I have
probably
plus-
one of the worst wounds you've ever inflicted. It would kill a lesser man. But you are
Yeah,
not a lesser orc.
Okay. Cap, we need to re-up. I have a new scar.
It's fucking huge.
Where have you been cleaved?
It's an impale. Like literally in the center of his body, all the way through.
Understood.
It just barely missed his spine.
Well,
Oh, lucky.
I'm still laughing because I
Um,
don't stop.
And then he takes the blade out, which deals additional damage, and that's his final attack. And the final attack deals 18 points of damage.
Woo! Okay, so I actually get to use some powers I've never used before.
Oh shit!
Oh boy!
Oh bother!
Oh bother!
Interesting.
All right, so I'm still about. I'm still.
Kicking.
I can kick for one more round,
Woo!
and I will be stabilized at 1. But he has killed me.
How much damage did he do?
I think
Enough.
total it was
Like at least 150.
yeah, it was like 140 or something over 3 attacks. Don't get crit by this guy.
I see.
Great.
And I got 131. But I made my fort, and it doesn't matter because I automatically stabilize, so
Yep.
I'm good. All right, fucker.
Moving on, Solandra, you may use your action now.
Rivo is. There's no way he's going to survive.
All right, so this is this still the same round?
This is still the same round.
Because
Mhm.
I had cast the.
Oh, right, never mind.
masochism.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
And I guess I'll also use a bonus action to up the up brothers, not bonus, swift action to up brothers' power.
sounds
So I.
Vindrez and Holt, you continue running through the halls.
So I've used.
Okay.
Then it goes back to Solandra.
Okay.
Oh, am I not? Aren't I there?
You arrived on your round.
Gotcha.
You will get an action this round.
Okay.
I am really fucking hoping that this guy is not acid immune. All right, I'm gonna try to
Well,
spell.
roll knowledge planes.
Okay.
Knowledge planes. 28.
Are demons immune to acid? No, they are resistant.
Oh, resistance is still not that great.
Resistance is not great. Well, I mean, like, you don't have much of a choice. They're
They're-
immune to
they're-
electricity and poison and resistant to everything else.
Yeah. Okay. I am going to do a spell strike. Am I close? Was I hovering close enough that I can make a full attack?
I'm gonna say yes. You move 5 feet in and get on a side that Rivo is not on and start slashing away.
Rival, I hit. Heal yourself. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey,
what?
bitch.
He looks at you. His eyes are literally aflame.
And I say, Selena says hi. and then all right, I am going to first, I'm doing spell combat. I've got an extra attack because I'm hasted.
Yeah, you do.
And I'm going to try to use, well, let's do the spell strike first and see if it works. Ay, 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 ay.
Band-aid emoji.
That was. You guys are not going to believe me, but all right, I serious. Doesn't matter. I crit on a 15, but I got 20. I rolled a 20 and then an 18 to confirm. So that's like a 35. That's like 30.
Kill him!
That's 40 to hit.
I'm just saying. Thank goodness you sundered that armor.
Okay, so this was
It's a genius.
I am very glad that this was the spell strike. So brothers +5 at the moment. So actually, I was a 41. So I'm like super nervous. So all right, that's 13 plus 26 from the blade. I had given brother a burst enchantment. So, but I'm not sure if it has any effect on him. I was just going to do a cold burst because I didn't know if cold. It's the only thing I could think that might work that I could use.
I mean, you can try to roll the damage on the cold burst. It's what, 2d10?
It would be the normal d6 plus a d10, right?
The cold burst is a d10 times the critical hit multiplier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that comes to 10.
My bad. It's plus the crit multiplier -1 times the crit multiplier -1. So like a times 4 crit does 3d10, and a times 3 crit does 2d10, and a times 2 crit does 1d10. In any
All right,
event,
yeah. All right, so that's 5.
Yeah, the cold damage does not get through his.
I
resistance.
didn't really expect that one too. And then the damage, I'm using my maximize ability as a magus. So that maximizes the intensified acid elemental shocking grasp I'm doing. So that is starts off with 60 points. Plus I add the so with maximize when I crit I have to roll the additional damage. Doesn't allow me to.
Yeah, that doesn't get multiplied by 2.
Right. So, but still, it should be a chunk of damage.
You like that? That was good, huh?
Fuck with cup.
All right, so that's all right. So 96 points.
Woo!
of acid damage plus 26 points of blade damage.
Ouch. Oh wait, 26 points of blade damage?
Yep.
Got it. Blood.
All right, and so then I move on to my normal attacks.
Okay.
I
Note
love
to
you,
self.
Salandra.
Note to self, don't fight the bitch.
Yeah, do not fight Salandra. She will wreck your day.
Only for a little while.
Only for a little.
Reynolds was chanting that, but he didn't know it'd be his own.
Hey, I don't care how hard you win this fight. I know you've all suffered enough.
All right, so that's 30.
Oh, he said-
30. The first hit is a 36.
That's a hit.
The second, oh, and actually, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh well. I just wasted a 20 on a confirm. Should I just roll all of my hits and then roll damage?
Yes.
Okay. So the first normal hit was a crit. The second was probably my full bab because it's haste, but that roll sucked. So 21. That's a 27.
That is not a hit.
Didn't think so. And then my last one is at plus 16. And that's that's an even 30.
Even 30. That's a hit.
Okay. But not a crit.
Nope.
All right, so the crit does that's 17 34 for blade damage.
Woo!
And then cold damage is 8.
Nothing doing. His
All right.
elemental resistance is strong.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. And then the last one, I've already used my swift action. No, I used that swift action last round. Can I try? No. Oh, I won't. The last one is 13 points of damage, plus cold burst is like a d6 when it's not a crit, right?
Yep.
4, so probably nothing.
No. How much damage did the attack do?
I rolled close to minimum on that one, unfortunately. That was 13.
Ooh. That one barely pierces the skin, man.
And so that was like a flurry of activity, and Salandra's like definitely breathing heavily. Fuck.
Breathing heavily? Are you kidding? You're smoking.
So
There's literally steam rising off of your skin. You're
all
running
right.
hot.
Yep. So I think that's all I can do.
I will finish this. Oh, you're gonna go before me.
Rivo, it's your turn.
No, that was the first round. She finished.
No, that was this is the top of round 2.
Yep.
Oh,
Or 3.
is he still kicking?
Oh, yeah. He has been bloodied. And that's about it.
That's about it.
Jeez.
Yeah, guys, I did like around 150 points. No, probably close to 175 damage there.
Well, luckily, let's see. Okay, so 17. Let's see, 33.
What are you hitting him with? The key or the hammer?
I do the same damage with each.
Hey,
So
man,
I
I just want to know. Well, the hammer is magic, so it does 1 additional point of damage.
do +3 because it's a thing, and this is an artifact. So
Unfortunately, it wasn't intended to be used as a melee weapon.
Yeah, it doesn't get the fire damage, but then that makes a difference against this guy.
Actually,
Okay.
now that I'm looking at Daskius's powers when he's all transformed up. He actually does not have any spells or spell-like abilities. My bad.
Okay, so that would be 36 on the first. That's damage.
Oh, that's damage?
And what's the crit range for this thing?
Natural 20 only.
Okay, so that's another 19, just a straight hit.
Yeah.
That is the other reason you want to use your instead of this thing.
8.
It crits really well.
Well, yeah, it's times 3 on it. Anyway, how much damage with the second attack?
8 plus 27 is 35, so that's 36 and 35. And my last attack. And that's... yeah, I can't hit him on the last attack. But wait, no, wait. It's plus 7. Yeah, I can't hit.
No.
On the last one.
He is hurt. Halt! You and Vendrez reach the throne room.
Woo! Yes!
You see Daskius, and he's all gemmed up. This makes you reasonably upset.
Yeah, it
And
does.
you see Rivo collapse on top of his body. I am now at... well, I'm at 1, but...
You're at 1, but you're also done.
oh, wait. No, do I stable... it says I stabilize, so I think I'm at 0.
Yeah. You're at...
I thought barbarians could keep on going,
no, they can't.
but can't orc? Actually, orcs can't they?
His rage hasn't ended, but if he takes an action, it'll drop his hit points to -1.
Right, but don't half orcs have a special ability where they can keep on going after they go to?
I
zero?
have ferocious tenacity.
That allows you to keep going the turn after you should go down.
which I just did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dropped to 0. And I've got I curl my key on, like a football and fall on top of him.
So, Holt, you see Daskius, and you get reasonably upset that he is channeling Gemma, because that's your thing. Vendrez sees her father's corpse, and she gets unreasonably upset.
No, I think that's also reasonably upset.
Okay. I just need you to understand the realm of pissed off she is going to enter.
Yes.
I have a question.
Shoot.
Since I'm dead, can I go pee?
You may.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
You don't need to ask permission. Reynolds never does.
I do it all the time.
You don't want to see Slander get
So
Actually, can we take a moment break? Because I also have to pee, but I don't want to miss this.
let's all take a pee break.
Oh my
Okay.
god. Alright, well, I'll take this opportunity to post my art, I guess. Where's my Twitter? There we go.
I am returned.
I am back.
Is Holt present?
Holt is also present.
You may make an action.
Marvelous. How far away is
I'd say about 50 feet.
50 feet? Cool. Can I charge right at him?
You may! You're coming
Excellent.
from another... The room is like... The throne room is very large and has like 12 entrances, all at like axes around a circle.
Okay.
And then there's a lower area for I don't know, prisoners and shit, a bunch of bridges, the center area where you guys are all right now, and then there is a bunch of like bleachers, box seats above everything.
Sweet. Attacking on a charge. Okay.
You get +2
Yes,
bonus
I
to
would.
attack. You get -2 bonus to AC.
That's totally fine. I'll take that. Unfortunately, I can't Vital Strike, but I can still hit him. Let's see. That will be 33.
That's a hit.
Okay,
assume
great.
You're two-handing this thing, so you get strength and a half in damage.
Yes, because I am not carrying a shield.
All right, so who is echoing?
It is Holt.
Is it really?
Oh wait, no, it's
I
not.
have
It's
headphones
Chris. Chris's microphone must be close to his speakers
Oh, okay.
because he put his headset down to urinate.
Okay.
So formal.
I have to do some quick math because Audra has slightly different stats than a normal bastard
Regular
sword.
bastard sword. Plain old
Yes.
bastard sword.
-2.
Oh, this thing's masterwork, by the way, so you get a +1 to hit. Doesn't matter.
Oh,
but-
sweet. Yeah, I mean 34, whatever.
Yeah.
That'll be 17 points of sword damage, and I would like to remind you that I have penetrating strike, so heavy swords ignore 5 DR.
Ooh, that is very important.
Were my normal strikes with brother actually penetrating?
Yes. Only the last one. The last one barely did any damage.
Brother's +5 at the most. That matters.
Nope. Gemma, Holt, you turned into Gemma once.
I did.
You gained DR. What mitigated that DR?
What mitigated it?
Yeah, what stopped the DR from working?
Silver, cold iron, good.
Cold iron?
No, it was nothing. Nothing could mitigate the DR.
I was about to say, like, mitigated it by it not being there anymore?
Yes.
By transforming back?
Yeah, transforming back made my DR go away. Is there anything else that makes it go away? Nope. Shit.
I forgot a key power.
Oops.
Whoopsie. Alright, let me just mark what my AC is currently.
In any
Okay.
event, Clementine, it's your turn. You might want to fix your boy toy. He's falling apart.
He is falling apart. I am on it.
I'm just visualizing a lightning elemental laying on hands. Rival was getting the paddles.
Not exactly what he was hoping for, but you know. Heh.
Oh, don't you have the heal spell?
I do, but it only heals 10 points of 10 hit points.
Times your
No.
level.
Oh, dope! Seriously?
Yeah.
I thought it was just for like using
No, it's like the
like,
best healing spell.
taking
in-
negative effects. Oh
Ever.
shit!
Oh. It's 10
Oh, okay.
times your level in healing.
Holy fuck! Okay. on.
Conversely, the harm spell does 10 times your level in damage, but it can't kill you.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Yeah, I
That-
remember in second edition, the harm would take away all of your hit points except for 1d4.
Jesus.
Yep.
I critically misread that. Can I retcon that?
Yes, that's why I'm telling
Okay.
you that, because I know you have the
Thank
heal
you.
spell prepared, and you're like, oh man, I hope this gets rid of some negative effects. And I'm like, no. This saves you. Like, I think Rivo gains 120 hit points. Just boop.
We're
I
level
don't-
13, so
130.
Oh, my bad. 130 hit points. That being said, it's time for Doskius to execute a whirlwind attack. Bet you didn't see that coming.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
fuck.
oh dear. I only That was my only heal spell.
There is something to remember here.
Which is?
I can fly.
Sadomasochism.
Oh, hey! That will help you.
Well, no, it won't help me.
Oh, what does sadomasochism do?
While subject to this spell, any time you are dealt damage, your attacker must roll damage for the attack twice and take the higher roll. But the attacker must also succeed on a will saving throw or become demoralized. So there's no save for the damage part, but there's a save for becoming demoralized for
Interesting.
1 round. Each time you deal damage to a creature demoralized a spell, you roll damage twice and take the higher result. But I don't think that's going to happen. But he would roll damage twice on me and take one of the higher of the two.
Interesting. Oh, geez. He rolled max damage against you.
Oh,
Okay.
So don't worry. The first roll, 2 6s. All right, that's happening. Holt, you like pain, right?
sure.
What's your armor class?
14.
Oh boy. Okay. Chris, are you back? Is that a Chris-shaped object?
That's probably him getting.
Getting all situated.
How the hell do you heal for 130?
Heal spell.
Heal spell.
So as he attacks you all get a telepathic message sent into your mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Not like she was subtle about it.
No. So Salandra, you take 32 points of damage.
That's the lower.
No, that was the higher.
No, he takes the higher.
What do you mean he takes the higher?
It's with sadomasochism, he rolls twice, and he takes the higher amount, and I take the lower amount.
Oh, interesting. Oh yeah, he takes the higher roll. He doesn't take the damage. He takes that roll. He uses that roll instead. And he also makes a will saving throw where he gets demoralized.
I was reading that as your attacker must roll damage for the attack roll twice and take the higher roll.
Yes, that means he is using the higher roll.
Oh, I thought I was doing that damage to him.
No, he's rolling at advantage.
Yeah, that was not how I read it.
I mean, that being said, he did become demoralized, and now you'll have the same effect against him.
Okay.
In any event. Rivo, he hits you for 28 points of damage. Halt, I have some bad news.
What's your bad news, bud?
Do you remember that guy you killed in the arena when Gemma touched your blade and it sent it hurtling through that guy's body?
I do.
He cuts you from the shoulder almost down to your hip.
Oh.
You take an extraordinary amount of damage.
Okay.
124 points of damage.
Noted.
I'm gonna need you to make a fortitude save.
All right. Do I get any bonuses to it because of my pain tolerance?
This is not a matter of pain. This is a matter of
Okay.
sudden shock.
Gotcha. That will be 26.
26. You know what? You've died before. This doesn't hurt as bad as that. Mind over matter, baby. Just keep those blood and guts in there. Daddy needs those.
Yep.
And Clementine, you take 32 points of damage. Then it's
What did he do? What did he do that hurt everybody?
a whirlwind attack. So he rolls against everyone at full base attack bonus. Whirlwind attack. It is actually useful. Then it's Vendrez's turn, and she is very upset.
Hopefully she's.
Wait, what does Wave of Blood do? Sorry, I see a spell called Wave of Blood. I don't remember what it does, but now I have to cast it. Wave of Mutilation? What the fuck is that? Not what I want, but now I'm very curious. Okay, never mind. Wave of Blood is not nearly as cool as I thought it was. How much damage does a Phantasmal Killer do?
Oh crap! A lot.
Well, I know it has a chance to kill, but it also does damage if it succeeds. Oh, it actually doesn't do a lot of damage if it succeeds. You know what? Let's just go with a Screech. Sonic Screech is always in style. Everybody makes a fortitude save.
Oh, jeez.
25.
Are we collateral damage here?
30.
You're not actually taking damage from the Screech. The Screech has other effects.
19.
19, that's good.
25.
Oh.
I should mention, this is Doskius' telepathic message to all of you.
Gotcha.
That's 25.
Sorry, Holt, you said, "It shall be done," and I was like, you don't want to do that.
I got really excited for a second. You didn't like lie.
Yeah, I
Sorry, I should have
second.
been more specific.
I thought it was.
No.
I thought it was. What's her name?
Kira. Nope.
Kira.
Nope,
Zero.
nope.
Oh, I thought it was perfection.
Nope, nope.
I don't see any message.
Oh, wait, what?
You were unconscious.
Okay.
That would make sense. No, I swear I sent you a message. A noble gesture, but futile.
Yes, that's what you sent me.
Yes, that's what
Yes,
Doskius said to you when he hit you with his sword.
Yes, my death was futile.
So, fortitude saves. Keep them coming. Clementine, what did you get? 19?
Mhm.
Let me look at the save.
Oh, wait, shit, sorry. That was, that's with my, it's actually only a 14.
Oh.
I'm not wearing my cloak right now.
Clementine, you are deafened for 6 rounds. Tanks are loud.
Oh,
right?
jeez.
Remember, you now have a 20% spell failure chance because you can't hear what you're saying.
Gotcha.
Problems. Solutions? Later. That being said, Doskius does take a fair amount of damage as the Screech rips him apart. Back to the top of initiative. Salandra, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I am going to do another spell strike on him, casting. I'm casting defensively, vampire touch through brother.
That sounds.
And
like a
I'll be
good
doing it, and I will do. This is spell combat again. So, and so now, what do I get to do since he's demoralized?
Demoralized gives him a penalty on basically all rolls.
All right.
I think it's like he gets a -2 to everything.
And then I also, when I deal damage to a creature demoralized a spell, you roll damage twice and take the higher result.
Yeah.
So I don't roll to hit twice, I roll damage twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Include damage. Because this is a spell strike, roll twice on your vampiric touch damage, too.
Okay. And that was a 15, which is within my threat. Yeah, fuck. No, I made it. It's like I'm rolling 20s at weird times. So
Don't feel bad. I forgot to add my temporary hit points from my rage.
so that was a 36. So I presume that's a hit, and that was a crit if it hit.
That is a hit.
All right. So normal damage is all right. So the baseline brother damage isn't a whole lot. That's 24 for just normal straight damage, and then actually I get to roll that. I get to roll it over. Forgot.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 32 just from brother's normal shit, and then I also get a D10 cold damage, which is not going to do anything. All right, that's 6 points of cold damage, so I suppose that's useless.
Nope.
And then my vampiric strike, which is, I believe, doubled on a crit.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to roll twice, take the better of the two results, and double. See, there is a point to being a magus. All right, so the first one isn't that great. That's 10, 15. Ugh. Number 2 ain't bad. So 22, 44 points of necrotic damage plus the 32 from brother. And also I heal
For 22?
that 44. I'm only getting that 22. Okay. So he's taking 44.
Boxed text, everyone. So yeah, this next blow sends Doskius reeling. He is sent splattering back onto the throne as sort of the demonic guise falls away from him. And he looks to the key that's still in Rivo's hands. And before he pushes a button on his belt, he says, "Selena, get to the throne room!" But you can tell that he is filled with shame and disgust at himself for failing. And he disapparates.
I'm not able to finish the rest of my attacks, right?
No, sorry. There's no save versus boxed text. That being said, you now have another problem.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, well, I mean, Selena is on her way, but Vendrez is currently in a spell frenzy. She will keep casting spells, attacking anyone within reach unless you find some convincing way to stop her. Killing her is not an option because that'll blow up Holt. I mean, unless you want Holt to die, in which case, hey, you know, whatever, you do you. I'm not gonna tell you how to play the game.
Holt, flasher. No.
That being said, initiative continues. Rivo, it's your turn. There's a very pissed off Vendrez who is going to start casting spells in your general direction.
So, Dickface disappeared.
Yep.
I go to the Emperor, pick him up.
This bloody, contorted body flops all over the place. Do you do anything with the body, or do you just pick it up?
I look at her, and I'm still enraged.
Right.
And I intimidating glare at her that The emperor is the king is dead is the thing to say, but he's an emperor. Woo! This may get her attention. 36 intimidate.
You get her attention, all right.
I didn't need those hit points anyways, Clem. Thanks.
No problem.
Oh my god.
Shouldn't she be shaken?
She's not shaken. She's higher level than you.
Steam Pathfinder rules.
Sorry. Also, she doesn't currently have the mental faculties to experience fear.
Well, neither do I, but one rage leads to another.
Well, I mean, like, your rage gives you a +4 against fear. Her frenzy makes her immune.
No, I'm actually immune to fear.
Oh,
Reynold.
nice work.
So that's what I'm trying to get across from her. Emperor's dead, you dumb. What?
She doesn't care. That's exactly why she's upset. Oh, Jesus.
Well, she's going to be damaging the Emperor's body along with me.
Oh, yeah. Too upset to care.
Okay, what save do I need to make?
Nothing yet. Yeah. Halt, it's your turn. What are you going to try to do to calm Vindrez down?
I'm going to put myself between her and Rivo, where he's holding the Emperor's body, and I'm just going to say, Vindrez, come to your senses. We're not your enemy. Think of your father. Would he want you to lose control like this? Please.
Clementine, what you going to try to do?
Cat meme, cat meme, cat meme.
Goat
Honestly? Sorry?
meme? Nothing.
A goat meme, yes. We need an animal meme. Stat!
Stat!
I'm going to actually run outside and try and get some help. Like, Jesus, we are over our Christ.
Clementine, I have
Run
some...
away.
Well, Clementine, did you hear about the explosions?
Oh, everyone's gone from that?
Outside the building.
Yeah, the explosions rocked the entire city.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
This is
retcon.
like the palace wasn't under attack. I mean, like everybody can hear the explosions of a series of charges and gigas bombs going off all over the city.
No, but run away is so funny.
Run away is such a good idea. I
mean, if
going
you want to run away,
I'm going to take a big-ass step back.
if you want to run away, you have a machine that will help you run so far away.
No, I'm gonna try and get people back from this spell slinging son of a bitch.
What do you mean exactly?
I mean, I'm trying to get out of range.
Oh, okay. You duck into the trenches, and you're like, yeah, there's no way I could possibly get attacked down here.
I also am, like, still kind of dazed and confused from being fucking deafened, so...
Stoned?
Oh, yeah.
Dazed and confused.
That, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what happens is, you remember that scene from The Shining where the elevator opens up?
Yeah.
That's what
there's a
happens
soul-
to you all.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
me and Blood are on a first name basis.
Blood.
One of my favorite lines from Borderlands 2. Seems to me like you and Blood got an extra special relationship, like two cousins taking a bath together.
Thank you, Scooter.
Love Scooter.
All right. So what? I'm gonna need a CM. I'm gonna need all of your combat maneuver defenses. Please post them.
Well,
No.
oh, this isn't what I think it. Oh.
As in,
CM
or
No, you don't roll. Just tell me what the number is. You don't roll your CMD.
CMD as in dog?
As in, yes, D as in dog. D as in defense.
He is in dead.
Just as a reminder, in case it's relevant, I am in flux.
That's great. This is a 30-foot high, 90-foot wide torrent of blood.
Okay, fun.
That's cute.
33.
25.
Oh my god, Clem, I have some bad news.
Oh fuck! I am a lightning elemental in this.
Oh, that is helpful. You cannot be sickened.
Yes.
You don't have a sense of smell. I mean, you have one, but you can elect to turn it off. And given the blood that is currently headed towards you, you elect to turn it off.
I plugged my nose.
Be enraged has to mean.
Actually, does haste give me a higher CMD? I wonder.
It does.
Get up to your dex, right?
Yep.
Then yes.
Oh, it doesn't have dex, but it does give me some advantages.
I'll count it. It's a dodge bonus. Fuck it, whatever. You're faster. You're better at dodging nimbly-bimbly things. Okay. So, here's what happens. You all get pushed into the trench by the torrent of blood. And then the trench fills up with blood that quickly dissipates. It's not actual blood, just magic blood. That being said, everybody give me a fortitude save.
Okay.
Okay, AC.
Do I need to give a fortitude save since they can't be sickened?
Nope, Clem, you're good.
27. 27.
Oh, thank God. 25.
That's good.
What's the meat to beat? The cat's gotta make the roll.
Nice work, everyone. You don't start vomiting into a pile. You don't all start, like, vomiting into a pile. Back to the top of initiative.
This isn't our first trip to Stephen Kingville.
This is not. Solandra, what you gonna do?
All right. I don't know if this bitch has a high wisdom save or not, but I assume she probably does. We'll save, but all I can really try to do is hit her with the with sleep.
Sleepy time. Count some
Slumber.
sheep, bitch.
How far away is she?
So my slumber is
She is up on the dais. You guys have all been knocked like 10 feet down into a sort of like trench area that's all along the outside of the outside rim of the throne room.
all right. Slumber is at DC 22.
She overcomes the sleep save.
I figured she would. Can I also speak, or did that use up all my?
You may speak if you wish.
All right. You stupid bitch! They killed your father, and now you're finishing their job for them. Get the fuck into your senses. Back into your senses.
I'm glad that this is going to be a learning experience on what frenzies do to people.
Oh, they know that.
Well, they know what a rage does. This is a frenzy. This is different.
Okay. Well, I think I got a clue, and I'm next.
Yes, your turn.
I hop on over.
It's a 20-foot vertical leap.
You said it was 10 feet away.
All right, my bad. It's a 10-foot vertical leap.
Well, I'm a barbarian, and I have like
About to say,
athletics.
this is something that you could actually like do.
So I flip up there.
Well, make an
and...
athletics check. Make an athletics check.
Ooh, there we go. 14 plus the
20-something.
athletics. It's a 30 straight.
Oh, you're good.
And I press my hand forward into her chest. And the hand happens to have my key. And as she takes a step back, or not, I drop it in her lap and pin her to the floor. So I may need to make... Do I need a roll?
No. This is a decent tactic. How high does her strength go when she's blood frenzying? Okay.
Not more than me. I flex. Make my pet. I do my Terry.
your Terry Crews peck bounce.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is gonna take up her next round. Like you can literally just keep placing this on her and keep her restrained. But like with this thing on her, like it takes too much of a tax on her breathing. She can't cast spells like this.
Okay. For the first time in 6 months, Rival did something smart. I'm verklempt. I'm verklempt.
That being said, Selena is on her way.
Fuck.
I don't know. I don't know that. I was dead.
This is true. You were dead at the time.
How far away are we from
How far away are you from what?
our quarters?
Really far away. It would take a very long time to get there.
All right. Well, I'd memorized teleport twice for this thing, so I could teleport us all, potentially including Vendi's, back to our quarters, and then go from there.
Halt. You have common
Yeah.
sense.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I'm potentially.
Are you typing something to me? Is that what
I
I
am.
hear?
There's
Okay.
there's a clicker clack of hello. This is information that you should know.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yep, you're correct,
I can-
sir.
I can teleport us out of here, but should I bring her?
You have to. We can't leave her here like this. We can't let her roam the city like this.
At which point
Not
the
to
question
mention-
at which point the question is interrupted by a monotone voice on one of the catwalks.
Teleport! Everybody out!
No, let me look up the rules for teleport. I think you're all too far apart.
Get there fast.
Personal and touch. You need to be touching the people who are touching the other people who are teleporting.
Fuck.
That being said, you hear a voice from one of the catwalks that says, "Who are you taking where exactly?"
I woke up.
Oh,
This
I
is-
don't.
It's Selena.
Is this?
It's perfect. It's not.
Oh,
Ooh! He's catching on, folks.
Perfect. So we meet.
I prefer my host's name if you don't mind. In any event, you will surrender that key to me immediately, or I will force you to surrender the key to me.
I'm not surrendering a thing to you.
It seems to me that if you could take it, you just would.
I lift the key off of her chest.
All right, everybody, we resume initiative.
New.
How many rounds passed trying to calm it down?
Uh,
No, sorry, Vindrez.
3.
3? Thank you.
This is important information, actually. Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
So 5 rounds have passed since she started spell frenzying.
Okay.
Holt, you
So I
don't
have
know how long her spell frenzy can last, but
All right,
So I have 2 more
my
rounds.
haste. My original haste is. But brother's still enchanted.
we've got some
Can I
bad
push her
news. She goes first.
Can I push her at the new dick face?
You can. It won't really. You go for it.
I'll make an athletics roll.
You know what? Holt, you spoke up.
I did.
Holt, join me in Time Stop Central.
Okay.
Robert.
Hi.
Rippity pippity. So,
I drew the short straw, I guess.
I mean, you said the thing.
I did. I knew it.
If you hadn't said anything, she'd have chosen Salandra.
Yeah, I'm really not doing so hot, so.
Okay. About to say, as I recall, you've already taken critical damage from Daskius.
A bit, yeah.
Okay, so the world takes on a blue hue. You're still inside the trench, right?
Yeah, I didn't jump up at all.
Got it. So the world around you takes on a blue hue. Only you seem real. Only you feel real. Like Clementine's electricity from her being an electricity elemental is frozen in time. There is nothing but you and Selena. Let me look at her abilities exactly. Does she have acrobatic charge? She does! Well, shit. That's a thing.
Okay.
I was like, there's no way she can charge you unless she has acrobatic charge. And as she charges you, she says her fucking catchphrase, you can surrender at any time. How many levels
What
of
is this?
Swashbuckler does she have?
Oh, that's a good question.
Very important questions. Okay. Oh, Jesus.
I don't like hearing that.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
She is going to spend a panache point to make a precise strike.
Okay.
You've never seen swordplay so deft. You're good. I'm sorry. She's better. That being said,
It's
you can
fine.
do it. You can do things. I don't want you to feel super bad because you can do things with a shield she can't do with a sword, but she can do things with perfect that you can't do with Audra. Okay. What is your armor class?
16.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. With other effects, you take 23 points of damage.
Okay.
That was a painful stab. Not
Yep.
awful, not undealable. But now it's your turn.
Oh man, I don't even have a lot of things that I can do without my shield. It's almost like that's a huge part of my kit.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's
I'm
like
going
depriving
to-
you of things is like one of my
What
big
you do
things that I love
best.
to do.
All right. Well, she's going to attack me. I shall attack her in kind. Show her what a master of heavy swords can do.
Show me that heavy sword.
All right. So I'm going for my full round of attacks.
Okay.
Okay. First one is a 26.
That is not hit.
Okay. Second one, I'm gonna have to get out my calculator for because I can't do math.
You're gay and you can't do math.
I can't.
These are not related concepts. These are just both facts.
36.
36, that's a hit.
All right. And third one is 32.
That does not hit.
Okay, so I'll roll damage once. Thank fuck. That's 21 sword damage with penetrating strike, so ignores 5 DR.
This is important. Wow. Yeah. Congratulations, Holt. You're the first person to deal damage to her.
Woo!
blood!
Yes!
And like
Okay.
you chop at her and you cut up her arm a little bit, and she looks at the cut on her arm like the world is about to end.
What,
And
you've
like,
never seen your own blood before?
and she looks at you with just like frantic sadness and unleashes a torrent of attacks.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit!
I should also mention at this point she draws her whip, which also starts
she
raining
did?
down blows.
Oh, that's great. I'm so happy.
Okay.
Okay.
And just remember, Halt, you can surrender at any time.
I understand.
Alright, so the first attack does 13 points of damage.
Okay.
The second attack is a critical threat.
Okay.
Let me look up crippling strike real quick.
Oh no.
Bad things are about to happen to you.
I understand that.
Understandable. Have a nice day. She regains
How
a
you
point
doing?
of panache from dealing a critical blow. Yep.
Let's do some quick maths because I'm running out of spaces to write down damage on my character sheet. So let's just
Crippling
add it.
critical.
Oh,
Oh, yes. This is where things get bad.
okay.
Holt,
Yeah.
you've had an internal bleeding wound once.
Mm-hmm.
And my god, that was bad. And you feel the blade that she's wielding slip between some ribs, and it cuts something important. You don't know what it is, but it's bad.
Okay.
So you take a lot of damage. You take 24 points of damage from the attack.
Okay.
And you'll take 5 points of bleeding damage until somebody gives you magic healing, somebody succeeds on a heal check, or you surrender. The third blow falls, dealing 14 points of damage. The fourth blow falls, dealing 17 points of damage.
You can stop at any time.
Do you want to surrender?
By the third blow, I'm at -8. By the fourth blow, I'm at -25.
You can surrender at any time. Do you surrender at the third?
While this is happening, do I have a chance to activate Devil's Stamina?
Yes.
Okay. Will that mitigate the bleed damage?
If you surrender, you'll stop bleeding entirely. So it will actually give you some breathing room as you heal. But it will counteract the bleed damage. It won't stop it.
Okay.
It will fill you with as much blood as you're losing.
I myself do not want to surrender, but my body has limits.
This is true. Even if your soul is unbeaten, your body is failing.
I have to surrender.
I understand. Okay.
The third attack puts me at -8, and I have to.
Sounds good. The bleeding stops. You start you start healing back from 0 as your body knits itself together. You feel cursed.
Okay.
We will return to the normal timeline.
We're probably not.
Okay.
But that's just from what I heard.
Oh
so-
my god, Dave, that was so funny. You win for today.
Oh man, I missed
No,
it.
no, Dave just decided that Holt was having sex in time stop.
I fucking wish, my dude.
Okay. So the next thing any of you realize is Holt is lying on the ground. He's bleeding a lot. He's breathing very heavily. And Selena looks around at you all.
Been there, done that, bitch.
That being said, Solandra, it goes to your turn.
Okay. Well, what the fuck? What
Hold
tricks do I-
action.
Did Rive and Clementine describe to me in detail what happens in these time stop things?
They just
Clem has
mentioned
not
that.
experienced one.
Right. Rivo mentioned that everything else stood still. There was nothing but him and her and the world around you.
Mhm. All right. Where is Perfect? I mean, where is
Perfect is currently standing over Holt's broken body.
All right, so in range of
In range of what?
so area effect spell is not a good idea.
No, please don't blow up Holt.
So let's go.
I still have 33 rounds of rage left.
Thank God.
Well, let's see if it does a damn thing. I'm gonna try powered scorching ray from my spell scare.
Sounds good. Make those touch attacks.
Okay.
What is perfect wearing?
Perfect is wearing Selena's armor.
Selena. Perfect is wearing Selena.
This is true.
What is Selena wearing?
Her armor, her light powered armor, the same thing that she had when she would fought you guys.
Power spell.
Oh, Solandra, if you had stayed in that bedroom, how weird things would have gotten.
Well, I was tempted to cast Black Tentacles, but we won't go there. Would not have been good for. All right,
don't know that.
I know that.
Sorry, guys, I disconnected.
That's okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
No, my head's disconnected. So I was rolling. iPads were falling. It was ugly. Okay. What is Slander gonna do? Okay. Situation.
Blow shit up! Blow shit up!
Yeah.
That's what the cat says. What up?
It's not what the cap says.
The cat. The
All
CAT.
right, so scorching ray. Okay, that's a touch against her face, and so I'm rolling, and I am at a. I'm just trying to figure out what my bonus is on the roll.
It's
Haven't
your
done-
base attack bonus plus your dexterity bonus.
Base attack bonus plus my dexterity bonus. Okay, and I have 3 rays at my current level.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So is a hitting a touch AC of this type bonus is
I have a question.
Shoot.
Technically, I'm in a different
15.
range,
Right.
correct? Because
So-
I was
30, 31, and 29.
Are these all to hit?
Yep.
You hit her with all 3 rays. Roll that beautiful damage. Please tell me
Okay.
the numbers separately.
All right, and these are all empowered, increasing damage by 50% each one.
That's going to be important.
Okay, ray number 1 does 21.
Okay.
Ray number 2 does 24.
Ooh.
Ray number 3 does also, yeah.
Also, what?
also 20, 21.
Okay. So the 3 rays strike her armor, dissipating almost immediately, leaving nothing but tiny black scorch marks and a foul smell in the air.
Crap.
I'm sorry, she has got some energy resistance. And then, on top of that, more energy resistance.
Yep.
Answer to my question, though. I'm in a separate rage, correct?
Tell her she's a lousy leg.
No, this is the... You're objectively wrong. Roll bluff. Rivo, no, you're in the same rage, so you're not fatigued. You're still going. Sorry, combat never ended.
Okay. Well, that means I can't use my auspicious mark again.
Sorry. That being said, Rivo, it's your turn.
Am I able to scoop up my hammer and run towards her?
You absolutely can. You won't be able to make an attack because you'll have to jump down to the lower level.
Correct. So that was my athletics was 27 to pick it up and run to her.
Oh yeah, you got it. You know what? I'll let you make a charge.
Okay. Key on her chest. Drop.
Oh. You drop the key on her chest, and it, like, falls neatly into the cleavage of her armor, and she says, "Oh. You have found the scion of Marduk."
Oh, fuck.
Pardon me while I moonwalk out of the room. Whoo! All right.
Reynolds, I'm gonna stab you in real life. As soon as I get double-digit health points.
Rivo, this comes as a bit of a
okay,
shock.
so would Marduk warn me about doing that?
He can't speak to you right now.
Okay.
He would,
all right.
But they've all gone radio silent. I just wanted to show off what it's like when you don't have a god giving you advice in your head. Just take that away and be like, all right, this is what happens when you fly free. Halt, you gurgle and regain 3 more hit points.
Oh, thank goodness.
Clementine, what do you do?
Book it over to Holt. And cast my Cure Critical Wounds on him.
Sweet. Halt, you are further from death, which enables Solandra to use more explosive deadly spells.
Regain 30 hit points, Holt.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, bud.
Was it 32?
30.
Oh, wait, Clementine, I have some bad news.
Oh, I have a 20% chance of...
Number 1, that. Number 2, when you get close to Holt, she doesn't even look at you, but she casts punishment in your direction, because she gets attacks of opportunity, and she has reach with the whip.
Oh, fuck.
That being said, it can't interrupt your spellcasting, because you're a divine spellcaster, but whip is happening.
Ah!
You take... what's your armor class?
I'm not wearing my armor, so it's 4.
Got it. You take 16 points of damage as this... oh, shit, my bad. You're a lightning elemental, right?
I am.
Wrong element. You take 16 points of damage, and then 3 points of acid damage from the whip.
Ouch.
Oh man, I forgot Perfection has an icy burst effect. Must remember this for later.
Oh.
Brother, can you think of anything?
I'm sorry, Solandra, I can't.
Okay. Wish me luck.
That being said,
Got more hit
Clementine,
points than Clementine.
Yeah, Clementine, did you succeed on your caster level thingy?
I did.
Nice work. Holt, you regain those hit points.
Oh, cool.
And you'll be glad that you did, because Vindrez does not give a fuck. Everybody who is around Selena, make a reflex save.
I actually not approached Selena. I was cast the spells.
What kind of penalty do I have to take for being prone?
You get a bonus, actually.
Do I?
You get a bonus to ducking and cover. Dave, you're not close enough within the blast of this fireball because you launched scorching rays.
Oh, that's garbage. What's the bonus?
+4?
+4? That's still garbage.
I got a 9.
I've got some bad news. How much damage does fireball do?
I don't know, but I've only got
level,
26 health, so hopefully not that much.
level times d6, and then save for half, and maximum of 10 die 6 unless you use intensify.
There we go.
So
Hmm.
intensify raises it a level, and you need to have the meta magic.
Oh, Rivo, can I get a save from you?
23.
There it is. It's already in there. Rivo, you succeed. No one else does. Well, I mean, Vindrez. I'm sorry, not Vindrez. Selena succeeds, but she doesn't take damage from the fireball. So the total damage for the fireball is 23. So if you got the save, it goes down to 11. And apply heat resistance appropriately.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Does the lightning elemental?
The lightning elemental has electricity immunity.
Okay.
That being said, at this point, Selena grasps the key out of her cleavage and says, "Thank you." Presses the button on her belt, and she's gone.
No attack of opportunity, no nothing.
Nope.
I transform back into a halfling.
You regain-
Clementine
Sorry.
is beat to shit.
Sorry, everybody.
There's no way you could have known.
Kira, is there anything we can do?
Who are you asking?
Kira.
Kira's not here right now. Also, you have a raging Vindrez to deal with. That's not stopping to be a thing.
Fuck.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna tell you, Clementine. When are you gonna use the teleporter?
Now.
Who are you bringing
Right
with
now. I am bringing everybody in the room.
you? Okay. And like that, you're no longer here anymore.
Going to meet the cool aliens naked. Great.
Great. So, you all suddenly are in this. You're all suddenly in this chamber. It is very dark. There is ornate architecture on the floor. The sigils that are writ upon the walls and floor and ceiling are emanating light. Vindrez goes to cast a spell, but before she can, she just sort of like her eyes cross and she collapses. Someone might want to catch her.
Yes, please.
Holt, thankfully you happen to be prone right next to her and she lands right on top of you.
Oh, great.
Perfect.
Rivo is slamming the floor around him with his maul.
I forgot I was prone.
Sounds good.
Fuck.
This will continue for 33 more rounds.
Got it. Rivo, make a will save.
Uh, 24.
You go to sleep. You feel an overwhelming force invade your mind. And you're like, I'm so fucking furious, I just wish that I could...
Oh, wait. I get a morale bonus versus spells, supernatural abilities, or spell-like abilities. It's +4. So the save will be 20, not 24, but 28.
Do you know if that includes psionic abilities?
Salandra looks at her hand and
It
says,
says it says spells, supernatural abilities, and spell-like abilities. So I would assume spell-like would include psionic.
I'll allow it. In any event, you're still asleep.
Oh, it's a 30. Thanks. That's a dick move.
At which point, a voice from the darkness just says, "So angry, curious." And four very bizarre, rather roach-like bug people walk out of the shadows.
it's a good thing that Rive was unconscious.
They're medium-sized, but only insofar as a dwarf is medium-sized. Two of them are gray with marks of black, and the other two are black with marks of gray. These accentuations are at the joints and mandibles. They are flanking something that is large in size. It's sort of like a centaur, except mix insect with millipede. It also has 6 arms and sort of like a crown of spines atop its head.
Clementine, you bring us to the nicest places.
I step forward.
What the fuck is going on?
I should also mention that one of the lesser bug people is wearing a human hide. The head has been tastefully removed.
I'll step forward. We spoke before. I'm Clementine.
Ah, yes. It was
Gives
not,
kind of a stiff bow.
It was not you. It was not me that you were speaking to. It was Pax. I'll introduce you later. In any event, hello. Welcome. I am the Exemius of this hive. We are Farens. He gestures to the ones that are black, accentuated with gray. These are the Pugnators. And he gestures to the gray ones, accentuated with black. And these are the Largators. I should mention that one of the Largators is wearing the human skin like a coat. As said, the head has tastefully been removed. And
I will draw my duster around myself and hide my tattoos in case they decide that they want something better decorated.
And he says, No. You do not need to worry about such things. You are my guests. You are protected. You shall not be enslaved, nor shall your skin be forfeit. Please understand, the Largators love soft things.
I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now then, he gestures to Holt. You are very injured.
Yes. I'm looking up at these bug people, trying not to look disgusted. I'm mostly in shock, and just sort of idly stroking Vendrace's hair out of her face.
I sense that you all have a story to tell. Would you mind being picked up and brought to a place where you could properly tell me this story?
That's all right.
Certainly.
Thank you. He claps his hands and the lights come on in the room and you're in some sort of subterranean chamber. Adorned with gems and other pretty things. And that's where we're gonna end it.
Oh.
Hope you guys like bugs.
I don't!
I got some bad news. Next session, all bugs.
Shit!
Chris is absolutely subject.
I won't be able to make it. You can play my character right now.
I was about to say there's gonna be no combat, so this is gonna be a social learning experience about like what bringing the Farens to your world means.
While we are all still here, Cap and I will not be able to make Thursday of next week.
Okay.
I was
Sunday of next week works, or this Sunday works if you want.
My next days off are next Friday, Saturday, and then the week following that is Thursday, Friday.
I wonder if we could do maybe that Friday and swap John's game over to Sunday.
That would be the 27th, I believe.
I'm sure John would be down.
Or, like I said, play anytime you want. I'm fine with missing the bugs.
He really is. Believe
Got it.
Mimic is like his favorite movie.
So, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
I mean
scheduling
that-
in a second. First, I want to award some experience points. Y'all get
Sweet.
10,000 experience points for exquisite suffering,
Hell yeah.
and then y'all get 5,000 additional experience points for witnessing the death of the Emperor.
Nice.
Sorry, big guy. We all gotta die someday.